Greetings and welcome, dark travelers, to a Halloween special event. My name is Enviiwylde, my pronouns are they, them, and tonight I will be your humble game master in this game of 10 Candles, a dark, tragic horror TTRPG, starring these lovely players over here. Say hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. I'd like to introduce you to our wandering souls, starting with Chantilly.
Hello, everyone. I'm Chantilly. I'm an artist. And if you'd like to follow my art diary, you can do so on Instagram at Chantilly_chateau. And I will be playing Miranda Quinn.
Hello, my name is TheKalicoKitty, aka I'm Calico. My pronouns are she, they. And I work in science, believe it or not. There is a brain in here. I'm playing Nikki Williams tonight.
Good evening. My name is Phoebe. I use she, they pronouns. Some of my creative works can be found under the name PhoebeKay, K-A-Y. I am playing the role of Professor Malcolm Fridge tonight.
Hi, my name is Ayyslin. I use she, her pronouns. I will be playing the role of Heather Goldenbloom, and I am a content creator currently on hiatus, so be sure to be there when I come back.
Hi, everybody. I'm Pyronaynia, she, her. I am a concept artist and illustrator, and you can follow me on most social media platforms as Pyronaynia or Pyronaynia Draws on Instagram. And tonight, I'm going to be playing Aisha Williams.
Marvelous. All of these beautiful characters in their final moments. We'll be watching them as they struggle and clamber for hope. This game, if you're not familiar, is a game that is a tragedy. We will be following these characters as they are 10 days in to the world going dark. As they struggle to survive, sadly in the end, they will not. But this story is a story of hope, as well as sadness. But without further ado, let us dive in. The year is 1975. The war is over, music fills the streets, and a new movie about a man-eating shark haunts movie theaters everywhere. Despite society's new fear of the ocean, 5 people board a cruise, a luxury cruise, to tropical shores. Named after its creator's wife, the SS Andorra is a luxury passenger cruise ship setting sail on its first ever voyage from San Francisco to Paradise Cove, a private island owned by the cruise line. The interior of the ship is lovely and elegant, lined with scarlet trim and crystal decorum. The ship sets sail with great fanfare as it heads out into the open sea. The first 4 days are joyous and filled with sunshine and shrimp buffets. But the reverie is cut short by ship malfunctions. Lost in a dead zone somewhere in the Pacific, the ship's navigational systems crash, as well as all electronics on board. Hoping things improve by the next day, the crew scrambles to keep the passengers calm. Except there is no next day, for the sun hasn't risen, leaving the ship in total darkness. It's been 10 days now on the darkened ship, as food sources begin to dwindle and people begin to lose their minds in the dark corners of this watery prison. If that wasn't enough, 5 days ago, they came. At first, no one thought anything of the missing people, less mouths to feed, but more and more began to go missing, and soon the cabins of the SS Andorra will be empty. You've been camped up in one of the cabin rooms, barred it shut. You and a few of the other survivors have blockaded yourselves in with what food and flashlights you could find. But resources are running low, and there's been no word from the captain in days. Some people say he's gone down to the engine room in search of the last emergency generator. If someone could get their hands on that, they could power the lights for weeks, maybe even send off an SOS for help. But the lower decks are treacherous, and they are waiting in the shadows for anyone foolish enough to try. The lights are flickering in and out now. You can't stay here much longer. It's time to press on ahead. Whether that be up or down, nowhere is safe on this ship. Other groups have started banding together, but not all of them are nice. People will do anything in dire circumstances. Some areas to note: the main dining hall, the bridge, the engine room, the sun deck, the cabins, and the casino. We find our 5 souls bonded together in one of the cabin rooms. As I said before, the light is flickering in and out. And as you know by now, the only thing that keeps away them is the light. So you must press on, or else it will be your doom. I'd like you all now to introduce yourselves as you describe what you're doing and what you look like, starting again with Chantilly.
I'm Miranda Quinn. I am male. I have dark skin. I have a high bun. I wear a turtleneck. And for the past however long since the lights went out, I've just been fooling with my camera, trying to figure it out or something.
Hi, I'm Nikki Williams, and I am 1 inch taller than my twin sister because I was born first. I have long, brown, reddish hair, dyed with henna, and I'm wearing I want to say drug rug, but no, there's another name for that type of shirt that is like green and yellow and red and orange, and it looks like a starburst, although it's tattered at this point. And I'm probably huddled with my sister somewhere.
I am a bespectacled man, wearing a mask, surgical mask, gloves, and a lab coat. And I have been taking what food I can find and placing it in plastic and or paper bags and wrapping it up as tightly as possible, while muttering to myself and looking at everyone rather suspiciously.
I am Heather Goldenbloom. I have short, dirty, dark blonde hair. I'm wearing a vest with a light pink undershirt and a necktie. Right now, I don't really want to talk to anybody. I'm talking to get information where I can to see if anyone knows anything. But beyond that, I'm mostly keeping to myself.
Hi, I'm Aisha. I'm here with my sister. She we were on this cruise only because, our uncle is the captain and we were gonna get, on here free. But things really took a turn for the worst. I've got an afro. Nice and neat. At least it started out that way. I'm wearing a colorful sweater and a button up underneath, and both of them are absolutely destroyed at this point. I don't know. I've just been trying to keep it together, for my sister, for my sake, for both of our sake.
Now that we've met the characters, it's time to get to know them a little bit more. I would like each of you to write a vice and a virtue for each other. All of you have given each other both a vice and a virtue that defines your character. These will be used to burn situationally if you would like to re-roll dice. I would like Chantilly, the vice and virtue that Pyronaynia gave you. Please tell us now.
Well, it seems that I'm observant is my virtue. That's a useful one. And my vice, I'm a little selfish, but
Oof. That's tough, kid.
what do you
And-
have to do?
Callie, the vice and virtue that Chantilly gave you.
So I, Nikki, am courageous, as every 17-year-old is, and I am inconsiderate, because I'm the oldest twin.
Oh my goodness. Older child syndrome. Professor Malcolm Fridge, aka Phoebe, you received a Vice and Virtue from TheKalicoKitty.
In character, I would say I'm maybe a little lonely, uh,
Oh no.
but I am definitely a resourceful person. I can get things done when they need to be.
Oh, lovely. And Phoebe, you gave Ayyslin, also known as Heather Goldenbloom, a Vice and Virtue. Ayyslin, what were those?
Growing up, I've always been very intellectual. I'm very good at investigating things and finding the truth. I mean, I am a detective after all. And with that in mind, though, I'm pretty sure I know better than everyone here, so others have described me as stubborn.
Oh no. And Ayyslin, you gave Pyronaynia, or Aisha Williams, a Vice and Virtue. Pyronaynia, what were those?
Yeah, I'm the more rational twin. That's my virtue. However, I have been known to be violent sometimes, and that happens to be my vice.
Do I detect sibling rivalry? All right. In addition to a Vice and Virtue, each of you have a moment of hope. This being when when the moment arises, you will gain hope in this moment. I would like each of you to describe that for me. Again, starting with Chantilly.
Oh, okay. I will find hope if I take the most amazing picture of them.
Oh, goodness. If you could get any photo of them, it would be amazing.
But the most amazing
The
one.
most amazing.
You know that one.
Yes. Oh, yes. For sure.
I will feel hope if I kill one of them.
Oh, that's a step up from photography. So okay, we all right, pop off. There potentially are weapons on this ship. Phoebe.
A very hopeful person, but if in the case that a hazmat suit is found on this ship, I will definitely have some hope then.
That would come in handy. Heather Goldenbloom.
I want to be perfectly clear. I'm not here for a vacation. My father works on Paradise Cove?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, let me restart that.
That's okay.
I'm like, Cove?
Cove?
Then?
Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't like him that much. No, I'm kidding.
It's spelled with a question mark. You're right.
He works somewhere. I think it was Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know. Go ahead.
He works at the Chuck E. Cheese on Paradise Cove. No, I want to be perfectly clear. I'm not here for a vacation like you guys are. My father works on Paradise Cove, and we've lost all contact with him. My boss refused to help me, so I will find him myself. So I will find my hope once I find out what's happened to my father.
Hopefully that comes up. Hopefully you find your answers. Aisha.
I'll feel hope if I'm able to save my sister from one of them things.
Well, if she's trying to kill it, you just might have to.
I mean, yeah. kind of set me up there.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
The younger, more responsible one. All right. Who's violent? All right. In addition to the Vice Virtue and your moment of hope, each of you have a brink. This brink determines when your character has broken, when they have succumbed to the darkness of this abyss. I would like each of you now to give each other your brink in secret. All right. All of you, with your traits in mind, will begin your journey. But before leaving the temporary safety of this cabin room on the 3rd deck, all of you will pass around a tape recorder and say your final message to the world. After setting it aside and preparing to leave, you only have what is in your pockets, as well as 2 flashlights and a couple of like protein bars, basically. You unbarricade the doors and you head out into the darkened hallways. The light behind you in the room continues to flicker in and out. You're leaving at the best time possible. The floor plan of the third deck is several cabin rooms in several different rows. You know that the casino is down a floor. The engine room is down 2 floors. The sun deck is up 2 floors at the very top where the pool is. The dining room is up 1 floor, and the captain's the captain's crew nest area, I forget the word for that, is also on the top sun deck. You have heard rumors before burrowing away in this cabin that some of these groups are, not very nice, robbing other people, hurting other people. You've heard most of, once everything really started getting bad, a lot of people sequestered in the dining hall where most of the food was. You haven't heard anything from them since. And those are the main areas. There are other things to explore and find, but those are the main areas of interest. As you step out into the darkened hallway, you feel looming shadows watch you from everywhere. What are all of you doing in this moment? You may speak amongst yourselves, if you like.
So, we're on the third deck, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So there's in total 6 decks.
6 decks.
The base maintenance and crew deck. There are 4 cabin decks, and the cabin decks have different things on them. Except the first deck is also the main hall. There's the dining hall, as well as an entertainment area where there was a stage, and you would watch shows there before things went south. So I'd say the first floor doesn't have cabins.
Are there any windows?
Yes, there are several portholes. On the 3rd floor, you're just about near sea level, a little bit above it. But looking outside, you see the dark, inky blackness looking back at you.
Are there any balconies like what modern day cruise ships? You have those walk areas that you can
Yeah, so not on this floor, but some of the nicer ones on the higher floors definitely have little verandas.
I understand that we must all feel very stressed out right now, but we need to make a decision. And if no one else is going to say something, I suggest we go down to the maintenance. That's where the captain was known to be last headed, and there might be supplies there. As far as we know, we don't want to be in the dark, so we might as well head down there, and if we see the captain, maybe he knows something.
Well, that's a great idea. Yeah, let's just go empty-handed with a couple of flashlights and just, hope for the best. Or we could go find weapons or something. I don't know. I feel like that's jumping the gun to the last step, Park Place. You gotta
I feel
buy a
like
couple
finding
little properties.
finding somebody in charge or finding somebody who actually knows something is valuable.
Yeah,
Honestly-
well, if you want to go look for weapons, if you want to jump the gun, we can also just jump off the ship at that point, but...
Oh, but going down to the maintenance room isn't jumping the gun? That's
Aisha,
3 floors
you
down.
handle this. I can't stand this.
Honestly,
saying
Nikki-
the leaping from the ship pulls up old scabs. As of just a few nights ago, one of the main groups that had kind of gathered together on the sun deck and had tried to put together some semblance of hope. You heard several screams and splashes just 2 nights ago. As you imagine, many of them are no longer living.
Honestly, Nikki, I kind of agree with them. I want to find our uncle too, and he might have an idea about how we can get the lights going back on the ship, and I don't know. I think it'd just be a good idea. Go down there.
You think that captain's still alive? You think?
I don't want to assume that my uncle is dead. I'd
We
like
have-
to find him alive, but maybe he holed up somewhere. Maybe he's there with the generator. Maybe he found some kind of weapon.
Aisha, going down there with no weapons is stupid, and you know it.
Well, where? This is a cruise ship. Where were they gonna have weapons?
Stupid.
Was Clue out by this point or no?
Wait, what?
Because that is the board game Clue out at this point.
Yeah, I think Clue is a game at this point.
Okay, back in the scene. Aisha, you've played Clue. We could get a candlestick or a doorknob.
Candlestick.
Anything could work.
I mean,
This is not
the
a silly board game for children. This is real life.
This is the floor that has all the people's rooms, so maybe this is the place to look. But it could also.
That's all I'm saying is instead of just running down to the like 3 floors down with no plan besides going to the maintenance room, let's at least arm ourselves with something in case anything happens. We're facing them and humans.
Nobody
Anything could
said we
happen.
were just gonna go running down there without
that's-
a second thought about it.
That's what the
Get
detective
away with that, you
said.
trusty doorknob.
Haven't any of you considered that these children's uncle might have had some sort of journal in the captain's quarters detailing what was going on that could lead us to some conclusions before we head down to an engine room filled with who knows what?
We
Know
should
who else can tell
definitely.
us? Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, before we leave, we can look around and make sure we're not leaving anything of value.
I can agree with that. But also, you know who else might know what's in the captain's journal? The captain. Who's downstairs?
And there it is.
I want to be as optimistic as I can about my uncle. It's been 10 days and we haven't been able to find him yet. So I'm being a realist.
I mean,
I hope he's alive.
if no offense, children like yourselves have made it this far, I'm sure your uncle was fine.
Even more so, it's been 10 days. We haven't had a chance really to look for him. If he's down there and he's starving, if he is still alive, you know, while we still have some supplies left on us, he's our best bet to help us.
Yes, maybe we're going to save him or something.
Decaying flesh carries transmittable diseases after only 3 days.
Listen, I understand you're young, you're naive, and you're rash. Let the adults handle this for now.
Okay, well, when one of these things show up, I'll let the adults handle it.
That sounds great, sister.
I would
You
just
know,
like to say
that
I'm not
sounds like a
I'm not that
great
old
plan.
either. I'm not that far off.
Yeah.
But point taken.
I'll let your old ass handle it, Miranda.
Charming.
I'll be
Spicy in
sure when Ben
1975.
comes, I'll be like, talk to Miranda. She's our representative, and we're not allowed to go get weapons. So
I didn't say that. We're just not gonna sit here and say things that aren't true. I said, let's scope the floor. That's what I said.
Now that I'm thinking about it, if we do go to the upper decks for whatever reason to look at my uncle's journals, the dining room probably has something that's closer to a weapon. They probably have knives and things like that.
and
You
food
know
for
how many
Uncle if he's
people are
starving.
there? Do you know how many people have bunked up there? You think there's a single thing left? Did you see that man at the buffet? I hate to sound like that kind of woman, but that man went far beyond the allotted amount.
We don't want the food. We're looking for knives. They
He
can't have
probably
taken
ate
all
those
the
too.
knives. They probably ate those too.
Well, if they have the food, they probably have the knives. How are you gonna cut the food without the knives?
I don't care what we do. I think we need to make a decision and move on because sitting here twiddling our thumbs is the most pointless thing.
You
Whatever.
begin.
Can we at least check some of the cabins on this floor? We don't have to go through all of them, but let's just check 2.
You
and
begin to
go.
see some of the shadows move, and you get a feeling as though you're being watched.
We should move now.
Okay, we
Yeah.
search the floor on our way to the stairs, on our way downstairs.
I agree.
I agree.
Agreed.
Oh, you can be reasonable.
What can I say? I was raised well, unlike some others.
This seems like any path leads to doom. So
Little did they know that was very true.
I'm sick.
All right. You are still in the hallway as you begin to hear noises, cracks in the ship, perhaps. Although you know better. It's time to move. Where do you go?
I'm gonna try to find the stairs down. And on our way, try the doors, see if any of them are open.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
So in this hallway, is it literally just a hallway with doors, or are there like shelves and like things all along?
Yeah.
Yeah,
is it
totally.
just a
There's
corridor?
decorum. There's decorum. There's not going to be anything really useful, and some areas have been ransacked the further down you go.
Can I see if, like, just along the way, can I check for, like, med kits and things like that? You know
Sure.
how they're, like, stored away,
Oh,
or
yeah.
like fire axes if those
Oh,
are still
yeah.
there.
Sure. I am going
While
to
we
say,
walk... Oh, go ahead.
I'm going to say the rooms are mostly locked. Like you need some sort of key for them, right? You can try to force the door if you would like. And for searching for things, I'm going to have you roll a conflict roll.
Okay.
To try to get open the supply closet on this floor. So that will be 10d6.
Who is heading the?
Am I rolling? Yeah, who's
It will
rolling?
be Miranda
Okay.
because she suggested it.
So it's r/10d6.
/R.
Right. Yeah, slash. Oh, fuck. All right, /r10d6. Is there a space?
There's
It
a
looks like
space.
there's space.
/R
Okay,
space 10d6 with no space.
cool. I'm so glad I asked.
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
So many,
Who
Okay.
lost 3 guys?
Okay, yeah. So that because you did not roll a 6,
and you didn't roll any sixes.
that is a failure. So you have the opportunity to burn one of your traits if you want to re-roll those ones, or we will blow out a candle and move on to the next scene, and this will be a failure.
Oh
You can burn
Oof.
your top trait if you would like.
I will burn my top trait.
All right. And what is your top trait?
Observant.
Okay. So you need to find, which actually works for this, right?
Yeah.
So maybe you find like a key under a rug or something. That's for you to decide narrative control. You have full narrative control over this, of what you find in that closet and how you go about getting into it, because I don't have any dice to roll against you. And then also you may now roll
Oh.
3d6 and you must get a 6.
I
Oh my
roll.
gosh.
Okay, do I roll now?
Yes.
Okay.
my gosh.
3d6.
That trait is now gone. You may delete it, or you can keep it to reference because you're still observant.
Yeah, come on.
Come on.
3d6.
Oh, nice. Because you rolled 1 6 amongst all those other rolls and you eliminated all the ones, you are able to keep all of the dice in the die pool for everyone else to use, and the scene does not end. You may now, Chantilly, or Miranda, describe how this goes about. Make sure to include your observant trait that you burnt.
Okay. As you all are just talking shit and not really coming to a conclusion, Miranda notices. What does she notice? She notices a key is on, like, a janitor's key ring, like full of
Ooh.
keys, is on a like one of the room's doors as we're walking.
Convenient.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, she's gonna dig it
Yeah.
and be like, if you were done arguing, she's gonna use it. And do I describe what's in it?
Yeah, you have full narrative
Okay.
control. Now remember, you're both your ally and your adversary.
Yeah, true.
The point is to tell a
Ain't-
good story, not to win.
Ain't them the breaks. Okay. We find a toolkit. It has, screwdrivers, hammers, things like that in it. And we find, and within the toolkit, we find like a pack of batteries, and 3 packs or 3 batteries are in them, and 2 of them are eroded.
Oh, damn.
So 1 viable battery
That's nice.
is what we find.
Okay, that's all that's in the closet.
So Nikki's gonna go, Dynamite, fine.
Groovy.
Yes. It was a good score, I will admit. Few batteries
Well, your
gone, though.
observation. That was a good
Yeah.
find.
Will this hammer work for weapons, Nikki?
Screwdrivers.
Nikki already has a screwdriver in her hand.
She's got the
So
idea, I
she's like,
suppose.
You can, baby sister, you can keep the hammer.
Thanks.
You
I'll
see,
take a
Nikki, I'm
screwdriver
not
myself.
trying to be rude, and I'm not trying to be condescending. I'm just trying to say that sometimes things work out along the way. We need to think of more possibilities.
Yes, like we have screwdrivers to take doors off of hinges and break out anything that, we could bust out a window. I don't know.
What I heard from the detective was that thank you, Nikki, for stopping us from going straight downstairs and stopping and letting.
I don't think he said
Miranda
that.
observe. And
I
you're
don't think they said
welcome. You're welcome.
I'm
No
gonna
one
say,
Children and their fairy tales.
I'm gonna say in this toolkit, yes, there's a hammer, there's 2 screwdrivers, a flathead and a Phillips head. There's also pliers, and there's also a wrench.
Needle
Give
nose.
the pliers to my sister.
Ooh, pliers,
I'll rip their teeth out.
pliers, and a wrench.
I mean, I'm okay with the hammer unless somebody else wants it. I don't need the pliers. What am I gonna do with that?
I have a
So,
screwdriver.
So while the girls,
Everybody could have a weapon in this, at least with this.
Roll
So-
some.
while the girls are playing with their tools, Professor Fridge is going to go through his lab coat with any food that he's tried to salvage and kind of hold it up and smell it and kind of see if it's good or not.
Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna say that you do so with ease. This food, how long have you been saving this food?
Throughout the last 10 days.
Of the last 10 days? And how many pieces did you have?
I'm going to say that he grabbed kind of a little bit of everything and wrapped it up.
Sure.
So
I'm gonna say the shrimp is definitely bad by now. But you have a couple of yeast rolls, like dinner rolls, that are, still like not fully stale yet. They're edible, because you wrap them up so well. The oxygen really didn't get to them that bad. So you have some bread. That
okay,
is still viable,
so
but you're gonna need some food soon.
he takes the bag with the shrimp and he holds it up and he says, "Bioweapon."
I mean, that's some
That's
ingenuitive thinking.
I mean, he is a professor.
Bioweapon.
Who knows? Maybe
Dynamite.
maybe they love bad shrimp. Easy to distract them.
Gross.
I hope that's the case.
I'm so out of character. I wanted to try, but then I saw how dangerous Chantilly played it close. But I was like, what do teen girls have? Definitely some bobby pins. Can we pick a lock?
That's fair.
Well, now we have screwdrivers.
That's true.
Yes.
It is at this moment. The entire room begins to shake. And you catch yourself and realize that this ship has started moving again.
Wait,
I don't
That's
think that was us.
No, the ship hasn't moved for days.
I mean, if the ship is moving, that means somebody's in the engine room. It's probably our uncle.
It could be Uncle.
It's probably definitely your uncle, so we should just go there.
Okay, I will say this. Why hasn't he used the intercom or anything, turned on a light, anything?
I don't know.
Why
Loss
just
of
start moving
battery.
the ship?
Who knows what's going on
Fair
down
point.
there?
At the same time, we don't know much about these things. They could be tampering with that.
Or they could be attracted to sound, and the more sound he makes, the more of him he sets loose.
Oh gosh. Wait, so they're retracted from? Because then that means they run away from the sound that he's making.
I
down
don't
there.
know. I'm not one of these things.
Oh, really? Are you sure you're not?
I'm most definitely sure I'm not.
I have an uneasy feeling about this, but
I feel great.
I'm ready. Let's go down a floor. We have at least weaponry and tools to get into doors if we need it. I think that's all we're gonna find here.
And it seems like the longer we stay, the
more stuff happens.
I mean, I could feel him watching us.
Oh yeah. Ugh.
All right.
And the crankier I get, shall we move?
All right. All of you begin to descend on the staircase. You move down to the 4th deck, which is, the kind of lower class cabins. They're cheaper, more what's the word I'm looking for?
Economy.
Economy. Economy. I was like commonplace class. I was like, that's not it.
The plebs.
The plebs, the urchins.
Dawson class, okay?
Yes, the economy class cabins. And also on this floor is the casino. You know that they held events in there like blackjack. There were lotto machines. But last you heard, the first few days, the casino was ransacked. People were like attacking people, stealing gold. And now this area is a little bit more dangerous. As you descend the stairs, you see vases shattered. You see strange markings on the walls. You see splatters of some sort of fluid you can't really place in the dark. And you hear thumping in the distance.
Okay.
I have my hammer up.
I'm next to my sister, and I have my screwdriver.
We're back to back.
We are.
Everyone, I don't like. Vibe was not a term used back then. I definitely don't like this vibe.
I don't like the energy, man.
No, yeah, vibe. 60s. Come on, you're good.
Everyone, I have a not so great feeling about this area. Before we move forward, can we establish what everyone has on them?
What gives you the not great feeling? Is it all the bodily fluids on the floor?
The destruction?
No.
The shuffling sound?
The odd alien language written on the wall. I don't know. Pick your choice.
It's this demon straight from hell and the
Sun went
numerous
out.
criminals on this
No.
freaking boat.
Doc, whoever asked us to empty our pockets, I don't think right now is a good time to be sitting ducks.
No, I think I agree with him.
We can
Inspector
walk
is
and
probably
talk.
right. Yes. We need to know what we all have so we can negotiate properly.
I will
Or
start.
whatever.
I
You
have
may
a
all
small
have
note-
like
Okay.
small things that you could keep in your pockets. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I
I will
mean-
start. I have a small notepad, my ink pen that my father gave me. I have gum existed back then. I have a few pieces of
Gum existed, yes.
I have gum too.
Gum came out in 2015.
I'm pretty sure commercialized gum was really popular in the 50s, so you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, gum is fine.
So I have my notepad, an ink pen that my father gave me, a few pieces of gum, and frankly, that's about it.
Oh, so you
and my
just
room-
wanted to for us to reveal the stuff that we have because you don't have anything.
No, well, but I am.
Just say that next time.
What I am implying is that I still have my room key, and my room is on this floor.
Oh.
So if anybody else
Oh.
here has their room key, I hate to sound, any type of way, but maybe there's some other people that have rooms here.
I have my room key, but
Yeah.
I don't stay on this floor.
I hate to say it, but our uncle hooked us up with a floor upstairs, so ours isn't down here either.
Yeah, no, we had a penthouse.
Don't look so sad, Inspector. I got mine in a scholarship.
Doctor, what about you?
Have some wrapped up food that I was saving for our group, And I also have my credit card, although I don't know what use that would be with the terminals down.
I'm
Yeah.
I imagine
curious, if I may ask, the food, was there anything off about it? Does it seem okay?
the rolls are fine, the bars are fine, the shrimp is most definitely rotten and diseased and has
Yeah.
the most putrid scent I have ever laid my
I
nose
noticed
on.
that you wrapped the rolls really well because I'm observant. And perhaps if you wrapped everything else equally with as much plastic as you did on those rolls, then I mean, but that's in the past.
I don't
I mean,
think
there's
there's no rapper in the world to save shrimp for a whole 10 days.
You didn't see
must
his
agree.
bread.
Not without
know,
refrigeration.
You guys are somewhat funny sometimes. I will give you that. But doctor, as a final note before we move forward, when we stop at my room, just keep an eye on the food. Even while you sleep. We don't know what could happen.
And I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna.
Should we empty our pockets? Sis?
I mean, I don't know if it'll help, but I do have these Polaroids, and I'll pull out a couple Polaroids. One of them is of me and my sister, and
Aw.
another one is of me and a fine-looking young man. And
Oh.
I'll be like, "That's me and my boyfriend Davey, and of course me and my sister Nikki."
Let me see these. Oh, Flash. Oof.
Give them back. Who said you could take those?
You can have them.
In Nikki's pockets, she pulls out bobby pins, gum, the all access cards that don't work because the electricity is off, but they would have gotten us
Yeah,
into,
little all access pass.
they would have gotten us into the pool and the casino and all the VIP areas. 15 bars, 3 small little reefer buds that have clearly been, they're like saving for the last moment where you just need 1, 2, 3 back to back to make a half a bud, and then a yo-yo for fun.
Oh, fun.
Oh yeah, no, it's fun.
On
fun.
Miranda, she reveals that she has the card for her room.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, hold on, pause. I
card
don't know
for
if they had magnetic cards back
Yeah, I
then
don't
for
know, yeah.
hotel rooms. I don't know if they had
I
those.
think
just
it was
magnets.
I think it was.
I don't know.
Anybody
I
have
no
cruise
clue.
line
Pretty sure it was like
lore?
physical.
Her room key.
Yeah.
She has her room key.
Okay.
Um,
I don't know how old that science is.
yeah, I don't know. Are we? Do we got it in chat?
I don't know. I guess
We're
I'll-
good.
We're good.
Magnetic strip cards were invented in 1969.
Hey.
Oh, this is
Dragon
a luxury
Age
ship.
technology.
This is a luxury
Hey.
ship, so that would make sense.
Yeah.
All right, and it's a luxury ship, indeed. Oh, also on the first floor, there's like a really big atrium with like a grand chandelier and staircase.
Ooh, a chandelier.
Oh.
You could say it like that.
You could, definitely could.
Anyways, yeah. So you guys had room cards, which obviously aren't working right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
they-
she
oh,
has
they-
her room card on her. She has like several rolls of film, all full, unfortunately. She has like maybe 2 batteries for her camera. I don't know. Yeah, and she has her camera, and she also has like a roll wrapped up. to add.
Okay.
Uh,
Y'all really like rolls.
I mean, you said
The only
those
thing
about
that
it.
counts.
I hope
Yeah,
you do
it's
because
the
you're
only
going to be
thing that
making a
counts.
lot of them tonight. All right, you guys empty out your pockets as you're walking around these littered hallways. When you
So-
pass, oh yes, go ahead.
As we walk through, Professor Fridge is making his best effort to be extremely careful about what he steps in and or on.
Yes.
So he is definitely watching his feet more than anything at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
Miranda's behind him.
Okay.
Following in the
Following in the
footsteps.
footsteps. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you
I'm
guys.
walking wherever. If you don't say out loud that you're doing this, I am not paying attention.
We're still like side to side, back to back, just like
Yeah. You love to see. You guys are walking amongst the littered hallway when you see the double doors of the casino. A sparking light flickers from inside.
But is it lit?
It seems to be like a spark.
So it's like lighting up
It's a pitch black.
intermittently.
Yeah, is it
Mhm.
not?
It's black like
My
the rest.
room is
You can shine your
nearby.
flashlight through it. Through the
Yeah, I'll pull out
windows.
my flashlight.
All right. I'm going to have you roll a conflict roll.
Make
Okay,
sure.
fun.
Just a little kid.
Hey, I'm 17. I'm not a little kid.
Little kid.
Oh, heavens
She's
to
the
Betsy.
young adults.
Okay.
You got
Dun,
this.
Dun, dun.
Come on, sister.
I'm gonna roll 10. It's 10, right?
10 dice.
Yes.
10
Gotcha.
d6.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Like, yeah, we still got 10.
Okay, that is a success, but
I
you
rolled
lose
1-6.
1 dice.
Thankfully, I didn't roll so as many.
Okay, so you did succeed, and because I don't have any dice yet, you have full narrative control of what you see inside the casino. Also, from now on out, only 9 dice are available in this scene.
And I have 3 less because of the
No,
thing.
no, you're fine. That you just
Oh.
don't have a trait anymore.
Oh, okay. So I have 9 with everyone else.
Because when you re-rolled the
It's a group
ones,
pool.
you didn't roll another one. You didn't add a one. when
Yeah,
you
no,
rolled
no.
them.
Yeah,
You
that, you
re-rolled
didn't
it.
roll any hope dice or anything like that. So it's a
Gotcha,
communal
gotcha,
pool of
gotcha.
dice. Anytime somebody takes a risk, it's a group risk.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
So yes, I shine my light. Is this a story time with Renee at this
Story time
point?
with Renee. What do you see?
Oh damn. Okay. It's like intermittent darkness, right? Like every once in a while there's a flash of light, but for the most part this place is dark.
Yeah, it's dark like the rest. So when you put your flashlight in it, you can see the illuminated spark, but you can define what it is.
Okay, I'm gonna say that as I turn on my flashlight and it garishly shines that harsh white light that casts such dark shadows, something is there. Something moves, but it moves away from us, and it could be a person, it could be something else, but it doesn't come towards us, and they leave, and so we're not immediately attacked, I guess is the good part of this. And yeah,
Very nice.
that's what I think happens.
Okay, cool. Did you see what the spark was?
The spark is there's a light fixture on the top of the ceiling that something like casino-y, like, you know, slots, but the slots of it has fallen off of the wall, and the wires that connected the slots to the wall are like torn and frayed, and they're sparking.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Amazing. Okay. You relay that to them? I imagine. You don't have to.
Something moved.
Should you be shining the light?
Well, I mean, it was dark.
I mean, that's true. Professor, what do you say? Light or no light?
I wasn't just gonna walk into darkness. Was that your plan?
Inspector, somebody speak up.
Is that the wisdom of adults? You just walk out in the darkness?
I'm not trying to ask. I don't know.
You all shut your mouths for 1
just
minute.
need
I
you to-
could
I just
explain.
I just need you to understand that we were already in the dark, so going into a dark room would have been like going from the shallow end of the beach to the deep end of the beach. It's just darker, but it's still darkness, you know? Water. Still
Wow.
water.
Well
Listen.
put. Yeah.
Sure,
you.
but we heard something shuffling around, and we just now saw something moving. So I didn't want to walk in there blind.
But now everything in here knows where we are and continues to.
If I may, you guys aren't exactly quiet. If anything is here, it's known long ago
Oh.
that we are here.
Good
Aisha,
point.
I see you are the much more intellectual of your sisters.
Y'all are just dragging each other. Real quick. You guys.
I dropped my screwdriver into her eyeball. I don't know what happened.
Oh, now hold on. You guys.
Got my screwdriver in her eye 10 times.
10 times. He was crazy. You guys know that the one weakness that you have any idea of them is they hate the light. So having your light out isn't necessarily bad with them. It's actually the only thing that keeps you safe. But
So it could
should that
be
thing be not them and be another person, then it is a danger.
Yeah.
Yes, as I was saying, I believe that if there was any of what do we call them? Well, them, I suppose.
Yep.
Scares them away, and if there happens to be any hooligans down here, we at least know they're here. And thanks to your, I'll say, brash sister, we do have weapons now.
I do a drumstick twirl better than this because she'll actually have been playing the drums.
And then I turn to Nikki. Nikki, I need you to understand something. I'm not trying to come off as rude. I'm just trying to look out for you and your sister. I walk away before she can even respond.
Move walking away so they can't respond.
And more like storytelling. It's not that I dislike Nikki. It's that
Oh,
like-
you're digging yourself further. Just
I
leave it
don't-
where it is.
I don't
Well,
dislike
so-
Nikki.
so it's like-
I just like Aisha more.
well, it's not like I
in
like.
in my confessional, that's where you hear, "I'm sorry, officer, my screwdriver slipped, and it slips 10 times. I don't know what happened."
Like the thing is, like Heather just sees Nikki as like very naive and young, and like
And Nikki sees Heather as the man.
a raging
Because
bitch.
you're in the 30s, so therefore I must oppose you. We're natural enemies.
Stick it to the man.
Yeah.
If you'll excuse me,
Forgot about
Professor
that.
Fridge.
children and inspector and
You know, I am 27 years old.
so if I may be able to find out if what is here is them or if it is another person. However, you will need to cover your noses.
Oh.
No.
The shrimp.
Shrimp bomb.
Yeah.
Somehow I knew this is what you were gonna do with it.
Good thinking,
So
Professor.
he looks around, sees that everybody's pretty much
Yeah.
in agreement about this, takes the bag of shrimp, and he opens it.
Okay, I'm gonna have you roll a conflict roll.
Yep.
Not a conflict
So that'll be
roll.
96 as you fling a shrimp ball.
Shrimp ball.
Okay, it is a success, but you lost 3 dice.
But
Oh, man.
You do have the opportunity to burn a trait, but remember, once it's gone, it's gone. But it is a success.
I will burn a trait.
Okay, you want to save them dice. All right.
All right. So
Having 10
I
candles
have-
up is nice.
I have complete control rate.
Yes, you will have complete control, but if you're going to burn a trait, you need to do that first.
Okay. So I am going to burn my vice, which is that he is lonely.
Oh.
Lonely shrimp ball throw.
And so now, can I put other characters into the narrative?
Yes, as long as you're not putting them in harm's way.
I consent to be also put in harm's way. Whatever.
No,
you
not
want.
sorry. Not non-player characters. Can I introduce like non-player characters?
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
So he takes out the shrimp and he kind of opens it. The smell is rancid and it immediately wafts, makes everybody absolutely just keel over. Well, in addition to the coughs and the exclaims of disgust from the current party members, there is an additional exclaim of disgust from a person who is hiding in the corner, holding a knife, whether for self-defense or to attack. It is unknown at this time, but Professor Fridge sees this, and he says, "What are you doing? Who are you?"
Hey, don't mind me, all right? Y'all gonna kill that thing in there?
What thing?
That thing.
No, we were not gonna kill that thing in there. Were you gonna kill the thing in there?
Hell no, I wasn't gonna kill that thing in there. I ain't been in there in days.
In days.
I left my room key in it, trapped in these hallways.
Ooh.
Where's in there? What do you keep gesturing with a knife? What are you talking
The
about?
casino. You're too young. You wouldn't know.
I know what a casino is.
Why'd you
I
ask
wasn't
me?
born yesterday.
Why'd you ask me what it was?
Well, I didn't know where you were gesturing to keep waving this knife around.
If I may.
You never know. They could be in the air. You never know.
Did you see one of them? What do they look like?
I saw the shadows moving. They're watching you. Every move you make.
Well,
Have you-
yes, they're all around.
Have you come into direct contact with one, perhaps? I take out my notebook and I start jotting down everything he's saying.
No, but I had a friend who did. Started talking funny, acting weird.
Is this before or after the contact with one of them?
I guess after. I don't know.
You see, is your friend still alive now?
Ain't seen him for days. That's why I got
I
this
see.
knife. I think he's coming for me.
Where did you get that knife, by the way? Did you go to the dining hall? I heard there might be knives there.
I snuck it on board.
Oh, no. Oh.
I
Okay.
take it your room is on this
Okay.
floor.
Actually, I'm on the floor below.
Oh.
There's rooms down there
Yeah, the lower class.
in the engine room.
No,
On the
engine room.
engine
Engine room is 2 floors below.
Oh,
Two floors down. Yeah, there's another
2
floor.
floors down. Sorry.
I may
That
be
was
honest, I didn't think there was a class lower than economy on this ship.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
I,
You think
My
you're
That
better
was
than
a
me?
little messed up.
You think you're better than me?
no.
In front of the...
Hey,
he
put
has
that
a
knife
knife.
down. Get
They
that
have
knife
a
out of
knife.
my face.
Get your face out of my face.
Just a few more questions. and
Yeah,
then
probably
you were
get your
free-
face out of their face.
Just a few
Many-
more questions, sir, and then you were
How
free
many-
to your hallucinations or whatever you're
Yes. How many bodies in the casino?
I ain't been in there in days, so probably at least 8.
Eight dead people in there?
There were 8 people fighting in there.
I see. Did you
And you
hear any sounds that didn't sound human, perhaps?
No, just that cracking sound.
Cracking. If able to, can you describe it further?
It sounds like
I see. Perhaps like any animal you can compare it to?
I don't know, no animals. I never been to a zoo.
Oh gosh.
I see. Okay. This is all very good information. I deeply appreciate your time.
So there
Give me your
still
wallet.
Hey, no.
What are
Can
you
we
kidding?
all just hold up weapons to him and just be like,
Exactly.
do you really want this fight?
I pull up my hammer.
Okay, well, that's a hammer and that's a knife, so...
Girls,
Again,
please.
so one of
Sir,
you
may I
is a
interest you in a
distraction,
piece
and
of
then
gum?
I'm gonna have you roll a conflict roll. But before you do, I want Professor Malcolm Fridge to resolve the shrimp.
Oh, yes.
So while they're talking, what goes on with the shrimp? Because that was what you
The
rolled
sh-
for.
The shrimp bag at this point it's open. The smell is just pervasive throughout this corridor. Essentially, there is no use for the shrimp anymore. So he takes it and he kind of just tosses it on the floor.
Okay, in the hallway.
hmm
Okay, all right. Cool. All right. I'm gonna
Okay,
say,
so-
Callie, please roll that conflict roll. All right, that is a success, but you
We
lose
lost
another
the
dice.
guy.
So now you're at
Yeah,
eight
that's okay.
8d6. All right.
86.
Oh, actually, no, it should be 7, right? Because I believe Professor Fridge lost one.
Yeah, it should be 7 at this point.
Aw, Fridge, you lost one? It's okay.
But Fridge, because you didn't burn a trait, you still have it. Since we kept moving forward. Or did you end up burning your trait?
I did burn a trait.
Burn lonely.
Did you re-roll your ones?
No, I forgot to do that.
Okay, do that now, please.
Yeah.
We gotta make sure all those things are done. Okay, cool. So
Okay.
you didn't lose any ones, so you're at 8 dice.
Okay, gotcha.
cool.
Cool beans. And you also need to weave your loneliness into that, by the way.
Yes, he approached the person because he wanted a new companion member of the party.
Mhm.
Safety in
I will
numbers.
say this group has not been as the most personable between each other.
That's
So
very
Truly
fair.
the most antagonistic people you've ever met.
Literally. Nikki Williams.
Right.
You do not want to be a part of our group.
Oh
Just
my
letting you know.
Well, Nikki, you have full free reign and narrative control of what happens as you two kind of face off. He's still brandishing his blade. He hasn't made a move yet. But what happens next?
Okay, so Nikki is going to square her shoulders because she is courageous, and she's going to literally take the screwdriver, look him dead in the eye, and say, "It's been 10 days. Do you really, really think that the 5 of us are not ready to take your goddamn head off? Put the knife down and talk to us. We are better in numbers."
And does he?
Takes a beat, and he sort of squares off. He's still holding the knife, but at least it's at his side now. And he'll start to at least, tell us what happened with the fight that happened in the casino. Give us more detail about it. How many people does he think are left? Because there could be 8, or there could be 2, or there could be 1. We don't know. What did it sound like towards the end?
All right. He begins to reclaim to you. Me and a couple of buddies, we got these tickets. Because we heard that this casino was easy money. A lot of the rich folks come in here and they like to feel good. They want that little high from gambling. So they give out a lot of money. So we got the tickets. I came here with 3 buddies. Timothy, Jonathan, and Michael. We go into the casino about every night. We're gambling, having a good time. And the shit went south. There was a bunch of other people on the floor that always frequent in there. A couple of the higher ups in there too. Once things went south, they stopped coming. But us down here on this floor, we were going in there almost every night still. Just hoping that it would turn back one. We started playing card games in there. And then some people started getting crazy. Started busting open the machines, taking the money, while the lights were off. That's when I started to dip out. I didn't like the way he was looking. And then I started hearing screams. I think that's when they came. But even after they came and went, they were still fighting.
when you say that everyone started to act crazy, how was your food supply? Water supply? Perhaps you were dehydrated or hungry.
I don't
lack
know
of
about all
sleep.
that. I already operate on a state of dehydration.
It's valid.
Have been all my life.
I say under my breath, "Oh, maybe.
Although
a good
they were always nice snacks in the casino. There was a bar in there with like pretzels and drinks and stuff. It's probably still in there. I don't know.
I think
And
that's very good information.
this food, these snacks, they were exposed to open air.
No, they were sealed.
Hmm.
Little bags of pretzels. Real good too. Honey roasted onions.
Oh.
Now, you mentioned that you've been locked out of your room, right?
Yeah, trapped in these hallways. Been sleeping in that bush.
You don't.
Oh.
There's a bush here.
It looks good.
I write down.
It's a potted
bush.
bush. It's like a, like a ficus.
Them afraid of bushes? Question mark?
Write it down, yeah. Get that down.
Now, this is also important. Where have you and your friends been using the restroom?
I'd have the bush over there.
That's a great question.
How grotesque.
2 separate bushes.
Yeah.
Now say I have another
That was my
question.
buddy's bush, but I ain't seen him in days.
Yeah, I have a question for
Hope
you.
he doesn't come back because there's a lot of shit in there.
Hey,
That's
enough
funny.
about the bushes.
You two could share a bush, maybe. Anyway, I've got a
I ain't
question.
sharing
for
no
you.
bush with him. He slept with my ex-wife.
Ain't no bush, Sharon.
You've
Well,
been
look at
down
that.
here, and you've seen people come and go. Have you seen the captain?
I think I did see him. It was dark, so I don't know for sure. It could
Well,
have
how long
been, it
ago
could have
was
been
it?
anybody.
How long ago?
About 4 days ago.
4 days. Well, see, now we know at least he was around 4 days ago.
How did he appear? His state? Was he walking totally fine?
I
Any
don't know.
sounds from him?
I heard his It is a coin purse jingling in his pockets. But his face, I don't know. He looked worried, I guess.
Understandable. And if I may, how are you doing? Your mental state, that is.
What are you, a therapist?
Not quite.
Don't
but I
get
need
her
to
started.
understand the context.
Listen, yeah.
I
You
need
know,
to
I ain't never
understand
been
the
the same
context
since
of
my
your-
wife left me for my buddy. I
He
just
must
never
be
really
pretty
bounced
good.
back, you know?
I mean,
And with all this shit going on, I don't know what to do, you know? 'Cause
Sure.
I just miss her.
Sir,
What?
how are you in context of this trip? How are you doing
Oh.
since the lights went out?
Sorry. Not a lot of people ask how you doing, so gotta take advantage of the opportunity.
Well, there are plenty of people that would be more than happy to listen to you for a fine fee with your health insurance. So please, how are
I ain't
you
got no
doing in
insurance.
context of the trip?
It's like 375.
I'm
Probably cheaper
alright.
back then.
I'm not doing great. I'm hungry. You know, I'm tired of eating the leaves of that fake bush.
The same bush where you were.
Please tell me, it's not the
said
same
the-
bush.
I giggle a little
No,
bit.
my sleeping bush.
Excuse me.
She giggles.
Well, here, it's not much, but at least for your time, you know, not that we have much here. Here's some pieces of gum, at least to freshen your breath.
Oh, look, your gum did come in handy.
Hey, thank you. I love this flavor. Barbecue.
Barbecue. You're carrying around barbecue gum.
No, listen, that is
Why do you
deep.
think-
That
why
is
do you
like
think it
deep
was put in
Ayyslin
the
lore.
pocket?
The barbecue.
Barbecue flavored gum?
You gave him the one that you didn't
That's
want.
interesting.
I'm on
No.
to you.
Listen, it may sound strange to you, but I actually really love barbecue sauce.
You don't seem. Huh.
It's not that it's
Well.
a strange flavor. It's more that I didn't peg you for the adventurous sort.
Yeah. I would think, you know, spearmint, mint, peppermint.
Hey, there's
some
nothing
form of
wrong with
mint.
barbecue flavor. It's good. He blows a bubble and it smells of
No.
mesquite barbecue.
Oh, no, it's not good, actually.
Oh,
Mm.
excuse me, sir.
Honestly, I pegged her for like a tobacco flavored gum, honestly. So barbecue isn't far off.
Ace,
Sir-
I will say, you do lighten my spirits in these times a little bit. Perhaps we all got off on the wrong foot. I just think you guys are all a little...
Beautiful,
word?
unstoppable, smart, and intelligent.
more like
Rambunctious rascal.
ignorant, rash,
Oh.
and unreasonable.
No, see, that's
Hey,
not
that doesn't
anything
include
that I
me, right?
said.
Oh, no, not you.
Oh, he was talking
specific-
about you. That makes sense.
I'm talking
Hey,
specifically the,
come on.
specifically the
Hey.
sisters. Well, to be more specific, Nick.
I'd rather
Ayyslin.
be a rash, ignorant, whatever big words you use that are uptight, uppy like you.
At
Yeah,
the
these
snap
Kids are
of
great.
his last bubble, you
Oh,
see
gosh.
a shadowy tendril wrap around his leg, and just as the bubble pops, he slams face first into the ground and is dragged down the hall.
Oh,
Where's the
mommy.
knife?
All that's left
I was
over
like,
is
where's
his
the
teeth,
knife?
Wait,
and
where's
the
the knife?
knife
And his
is in the
knife.
bush.
Which bush? No.
I will reach in and grab the knife.
You
Watch
hear
your
the
hands.
cracking.
What the hell?
You hear the cracking sound echo down the hall as you hear the man scream as a bloody gurgle is echoing as well. You hear a splat.
It got him. Flashlights, everybody.
We have to. Yes. I take out my flashlight and I
as
make
a
it
group,
shine.
I think it's only as a group we have 2 flashlights, right?
You
Yeah,
only have
Is
2
it-
flashlights.
I have the
Yeah.
other one and I take it out and I make it
All
shine.
right, front and back. We need to
Front
go
and back,
now.
yes.
Where's the stairs?
I will have the back. You take
Alright.
the front.
Okay, I'll go front. I'll
You-
go front.
You grab the knife, and
Okay, cool.
please roll a conflict roll.
Oh my god.
Miranda will
Okay,
do her
this
best to
time
keep you
I will burn a thing if I need to. Okay, so.
Oh no, not for the knife, not for the knife. You grab the
Like,
knife.
for us walking.
Yes,
through?
for the flashlighters. So I'm gonna say
Oh, for
the
the flashlighters, okay.
the first one who said they, I believe that was Aisha.
Renee.
Yeah, I'm in the front.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, I'm
thinking
in the
that-
front.
I'm
Hands
having
up.
sex
At the
with Miranda on, like, I'm, like, visibly shaken. Like,
Put 'em up.
Okay.
even though I am intellectual, like, and I am well composed when I can be, in, like, tense moments, I do lose, like, my composure a bit.
Okay.
This hairbrush is my flashlight.
Good flashlight.
All right. So you are going to roll. I believe it was 8d6. Or
We
did
at
lose
8
it?
right now.
8. Okay.
Who is rolling?
That was going to be
8.
Aisha. I'm going to put an 8 in the chat. Just remember.
Oh Lord.
You haven't burned any tokens yet, sister.
No,
so...
I'm all good. I'm all good. And you know what? I'm in a good place right now, so it's all fine. Ooh,
Nice.
there's
Oh,
one
damn.
success. How many did we lose?
You lost
4.
4 dice, so you have 4 left.
Goodness.
But you did succeed.
Gamers, what do we think? Oh,
Now,
Lord.
do we get some dice back when it's a new candle, or no? We will.
You
start
get
the
all
next
your
candle.
dice back.
You
You
get
get
all
all
the
your
dice
dice
back.
back.
I'm gonna,
Alright.
yeah, I want to hold on to my trait because we still have 10 candles. We need to get me.
Yeah, that's the scandal.
You're
not
going to want to
one.
save them for moments where you didn't roll a 6. And you basically get a reroll.
Mhm.
Okay.
Gotcha. So
Yeah.
okay, so I'm
But you
gonna
can also
say-
use them to save if you don't want to waste dice. So you guys have been doing great so far.
I will say that we are huffing it. We're booking it through the darkened casino. Both of us waving our flashlights into the darkness, trying to and you guys have your like makeshift weapons and you have a knife. And we're as
Where's
the
my
as the like
flashlight?
that beam of the light illuminates the room, we see things shifting away from the light, and as we're running, people feel something on their ankle, like it's whatever is here, it's close, it's present, and it's like on our necks, like as we're running, Heather, you feel something like tickle right behind your ear, and it's close, it's right there, but thankfully we're able, like with our flashlights brandished, able to like move it away from us enough that we can get to the stairs, get where we're going, and keep it moving.
In that moment that Heather feels something on her neck, she yelps out, "Miranda, the light!"
Oh, I got you! I've got you! And I shine the light. Keep going! Heather, you've got this!
I will say, Miranda, in this moment, if you would like to have your moment of hope, you may. Obviously, because yours applies to this situation. And the same goes for Nikki. Both of your moments imply this. And if Nikki does, then also, Aisha, you would also have a moment available to you.
No, yeah.
So just keep in mind, if you fail, it will darken a candle.
Oh.
Anybody want to shoot their shot?
I mean, this day has been going on for a while.
I want to try to. I feel like I'm foolish and bullheaded and courageous, and I think I've got this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think we've
So
got
I will-
this.
Okay,
think-
who...
I think you got this.
Fair.
Rock, paper, scissors for who rolls
Rock,
the
paper,
conflict
scissors,
die?
because only one of you will be able to do it, so you
Okay.
can definitely rock, paper,
Okay.
scissors.
If I win, I don't want to do it.
Or you can roll a d2. You can flip a coin. Shall I flip a coin, heads or
Okay.
tails?
Yes, let's flip a coin.
Sure,
Okay.
I'll be tails.
Tails?
Heads.
Heads? Alright. So
What does that mean?
Tails?
That would
Is that a
be-
T
So
for tails.
the one I would probably say is heads.
Okay, so that means I don't have to roll, or do have to roll?
That means you... Well, I guess we
can
could...
decide.
Okay, let's establish this again. One is heads.
It's not me. It's not me. It's not
Okay,
me.
listen.
I'll go. I'll
One
go.
is heads.
I'll go.
No, it's okay. One is heads, 2 is tails, alright? I'll let you pick
Okay.
them again, and whoever it lands on has to roll the dice.
Okay.
It's still your
Heads.
choice, but heads and
Tails.
tails. Okay. Here we go. One more time.
Because technically nobody needs to right now if we don't want
Yeah, you
to.
don't need to. Okay, now it is tails.
So
I tried.
I
So
roll.
you'll roll to try and take a photo of it if you'd like.
Okay.
With your one shot.
And you only have 4 dice.
Come on.
Oh, okay. So slash R.
Yeah.
Base.
4d6.
And you can only
46.
burn 1 trait per turn. Per round. Or
Oh,
scene.
I think you burned your tray, right?
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. So I can't anymore?
You can't burn another one
burn your
until the
Not
next
this
scene.
scene. Yeah.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
the
Well,
scene.
it's gonna. Oh, if I fail, it blows out. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, come on.
Oh no.
Oof. All right. All right. Because you failed, I will take narrative control.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like the way you said that.
It's the rules.
It's yours.
All
Then
right.
the breaks.
As all of you are running down this hallway, sprinting for your lives, as the beast behind you is readily trying to grab you, Miranda gets a spark of inspiration and knows that this, should she make it out, be the perfect photo. She burns the last of her film strips. She knows that if she doesn't get this shot, she's got nothing. All the other shots were child's play. If anybody else got a photo on this ship and they make it out alive, they're going to put this in the papers, and she's going to look like a laughingstock. If she misses this, she's going to lose all hope. As in her job choice and her career path was all for nothing. She goes and turns around in a flurry and forgets to take the cap off of her camera. The flash goes off, and she's like very excited about it. She whips back around and continues to run and starts flailing the Polaroid when you guys leap through a door and shut it behind you. You look at the photograph to see pitch black nothingness, and that echoes the way you feel inside. Your career is over. Hope is all lost. And with that, our first candle goes out. As we move on to the next scene, I would like to remind you all of this. These things are true. The world is dark. Chantilly, because you are the one that caused that candle to go out, you may decide the next truth.
And we lose half of our food.
How did we lose our food?
Miranda had half of it, and she was trying to take that picture, and her hand said, "Whoops."
You may only state one truth, but I'll allow that description. Flavor text.
So,
Nikki, you're next.
we find an inexplicable key, and it's like a fancy key, and we got to figure out where it goes.
You can only say one thing.
Okay,
Yes. So you find a fancy key.
a key. We find a fancy key.
Yes. Professor.
Her clothing has become more tattered, some unraveling at the seams.
Mhm.
We take a rest in a records room, not far from the, the engine room.
You were on the low. Well, I guess. I mean, are you saying that you've already gone through the whole lower class cabin deck?
Yeah, that we go through the lower class and we take rest in a, a records room.
Okay.
The records room is covered in blood, but there are no bodies.
Okay.
We gotta keep going, shit, till we have.
No,
we
it's
have...
I'm next.
Oh, okay.
That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the sixth truth. In this records room, you find a gun underneath the desk with only one bullet.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, I cheated. You can only say one thing. You find a gun under the desk.
How long do we keep going?
So
we reach
you're on the
9.
seventh truth.
Okay, the seventh truth.
So we'll end on Callie.
Okay. The gun has one bullet.
There's a map that shows how to turn a generator on.
And we're still...
And we're
And
still
we're
alive.
still alive.
Beautiful. All right. you find yourselves in this records room near the engine room as you made a mad dash to the lower deck. You've taken respite in this spot, blockading the door, avoiding the blood that coats this room. Who takes the gun?
Anybody know how to use this?
I do. It was a part of my training.
I can figure it out.
Honestly, I would prefer if Heather had this.
Yes, probably for the best.
I understand. Thank you for trusting me with it. Now, is it what kind? Is it a revolver or like what?
Yeah, it's a revolver.
Okay. Okay. If I may, I understand we have a mission here, but I've seen various files in here, and this may seem a little selfish, but I would like to look through and see if there's anything on the employees through this company, and maybe see if I can find something about my father, if you guys don't mind.
Honestly, after that run, my heart is racing. I don't mind taking a little bit of a rest.
Thank you.
This will be a moment of hope roll.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so we have 9 dice, right?
You have
Yes.
9 dice.
9 dice.
I believe in you.
I do too.
Let's go, Heather.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh no.
That
Okay,
can I,
is a failure.
Can I burn a thing?
I don't know if you're able to burn them for this actually. So let me just
On
double
your
check
hope.
real quick. Let me just check real quick.
How
How
do
do
you-
of hope?
Because you're burning your hope thing for this, and you can only burn 1 per thing. Yeah, so no, you can't.
So can I use my moment of hope again?
No, once it's burned, it's gone.
Yeah, moment of hope is gone. Which is the ones? Oh, virtues and vices come back.
Brink is the
No.
one we can roll on.
Brink is the only one that comes back.
I see. I see.
So, my dear.
Whoops. Okay.
Oops.
It's all right. It's the name of the game.
Oh, same. No.
That's why moments of hope are a risk, right?
Yeah.
I will take narrative control. All right. You begin to search through all of the file cabinets, searching everywhere, up and down, opening drawers. You finally get to the cabinet that's alphabetized with the last name of your father. You search through all of the files with such excitement because this is the closest you're going to get to answers. And there's a gap in between the files. It's missing. It isn't here. There are no answers. And lost in this sea of darkness, you don't know if you'll ever get those answers. Dread fills your heart. You can barely breathe as you've lost all hope. Your whole purpose for being here is for naught.
It was all for nothing.
Yes, join the party.
Oh.
And it is at this point another candle blows out.
Oh, no.
These things are true. The world is dark. Now, Heather, my dear, you may start us, and you will go next to Renee. To Aisha.
We discover the body of the captain.
All right.
Oh no.
I do want to know. I don't know. Note that I did not say like whether like his condition.
Okay.
So
Body definitely has a connotation.
we
but I totally...
we found his body, whether
His
it's alive, living,
See,
dead.
all you can say is he found his
decapitated.
body, though.
Yeah.
I got you. He's unresponsive.
There you go.
Okay.
One of your flashlights goes out. And
He has a flashlight on him. Ooh.
The batteries in the flashlight are eroded.
Oh wow.
all right. What a waste of some truth, you guys.
Is it a
Literally.
waste? I thought we were telling a story.
No, you're all right.
Yeah.
You're all right.
It's a narrative.
We're like fighting back and forth about a single flashlight.
I'm like,
All I'm saying is now we have 3 flashlights.
Yeah,
and
we
we
have a
batteries.
flashlight.
We have
Oh,
3
no, it's around
flashlights.
it.
So
We have an extra battery, yeah.
Yeah.
One extra battery.
you're so right.
We found a traveling flashlight salesman with a sale.
Professor Malcolm, you are nice.
Stairs down to the engine room were drenched in blood, unavoidable to step in.
Oh no, poor professor.
Oh.
So that was 1,
The
2,
lights-
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So no, 7 was the last one.
Oh.
So now we say
And we're
We're
still alive.
still alive.
We're still alive.
indeed.
For
you are.
now.
All right. You
just her career is dead. Sorry.
you are in the engine room. You see the
Yeah.
unresponsive body of the captain, Captain Garrett Briggs.
Uncle Garrett,
Oh, it's
I'm like-
your uncle.
tapping
He-
his face.
He lies
Kicking his
there unconsciously.
Quick,
Is
we need to
there-
raise his body. He can't be laying flat. Somebody look for a blanket or something to cover him.
Is
As
there,
I
is there,
start to raise his body with
I'll-
Aisha to
Okay.
sit him up.
Yeah.
I'll
you
take
sit him
this-
up.
Yeah, banner
I'll look-
off the wall. Let
I'll
it
look
hear.
for Oh, hey Doc. Hey Doc. You got any of that shrimp left at all?
Left it in the room up in the up a few floors. I have rolls, and I have
Never leave the shrimp.
No, we don't have any smelling salts.
I have protein bars.
No,
I
that's
don't
not
think that's gonna
smelly
get
enough.
him. Is there anything you can do, Doc?
Anything?
I'm not a medical doctor. I study the diseases that infect people, not the people
You
themselves.
see, doctors aren't actually the people. Ugh, kids.
You know, I'm getting real tired of you treating us like we're stupid. As if me
Not
and Nikki
treating
ain't done
you.
just as much as you guys, making sure that we stay alive. Nikki was the main one saying that we needed to get weapons, and I was in the front when that thing was in that hallway, leading the way for the rest of you adults.
Isha,
Amen.
You're not wrong. You're very useful children, but you're children nonetheless.
You know what? Next time, Miranda, that thing got tentacles wrapping around on your neck, I'm gonna leave you to your own devices.
You couldn't do that.
You don't
Miranda,
know what I
hear
could
me
do.
Now, I understand. You know, they're children, they're naive, and they don't always make the best decisions. It's sure as hell not as well thought out. But Aisha is right.
I said
Has
they
a
were
point.
right. I said they were useful children. That's like the highest compliment you could have as a child.
Stop talking to us like we're idiots.
In
Nikki,
regards
please.
to immunology, they likely have the strongest immune systems out of the 5 of us and are most likely to survive.
Thank you, Doctor.
Useful and durable. Are we happy? Can we move on? Isn't your uncle unconscious or something?
I'm simply making the point that, you know, this is a very drastic situation that we're in, and, you know, maybe they're not as mature as the average 17-year-old, and maybe a little bit older than that.
Okay, I think I see what you're saying, Heather. Thank you.
This room that you're in is very dark, and you feel the most unsafe that you have felt on this ship. You cannot see a thing. And because of the layout of this engine room, all the mechanical wires and tubes, anything could be anywhere.
We
You
still
have
one.
you have the captain leaned up against the wall. You hear a crackling noise in the distance.
We still have one working flashlight, don't we?
Yes, indeed.
That
So
thing's
had
in
the
here.
we had the batteries from the first find.
Yeah,
didn't we, or
from
did
the
we use
closet,
them?
didn't we?
We have one
You
battery.
have
out.
one battery. You'll need one more to power the flashlight.
Oh, it's a tour. Okay.
It's one of them tours.
Here.
Someone shine the flashlight on the captain's skin.
Okay. Miranda? Wait, no,
Yes.
wait, you lost the flashlight, so I have mine?
I think you have yours.
Okay, yeah, then I'll click my flashlight on.
All right.
I'll flash it. Uncle Garrett?
Roll a conflict roll.
Okay.
For me or Pyro?
It's going to be Renee, or for Aisha, because she's the one putting the light.
I don't mind letting you roll it
Okay.
if you want.
If you're putting the light and you're inspecting, then yeah, you can totally roll it then.
Okay.
And I'm going to
We
roll
have
against you for narrative
8,
control.
right?
I rolled 1 6. You succeed. You lose
not
1
a
dice.
no thing. No
I don't know if
thing.
the 36s are better than
That was
mine.
good. Yeah.
Oh, that was a good roll, yeah.
Yes, it was very good. So
Um,
you succeed. You get narrative control, but you lose 1 dice. So the current total is 7, I believe. Right?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. You should have rolled 7 dice, so you would have the total would be 6, right?
When
1,
did we
2,
lose one?
3,
Oh,
4,
yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8. No, you're right. I'm sorry. There's 8 candles. Ignore me.
Okay.
Ignore me. I can't count.
So I was confused. All
I'm dumb.
right. So, Aisha shines the flashlight, and Professor Fridge looks squinting, even though he's wearing his glasses, because he seems to not want to get very close to what could be potentially a diseased body. After a couple seconds, he moves in a little bit closer, and he turns and he says, "It seems as though he's just unconscious. We don't know the exact reason, but I don't see any signs of any of the most common diseases here. So if we have any way that we could wake him up, if the inspector perhaps knows some methods of reviving fainted victims, or instead of just waiting for them to gain consciousness, that is not my expertise. But as far as I can tell, whatever caused this is not readily apparent on his body."
I see. Well, I do know some basic first aid and things of that nature. I can't say that my training has been quite in the nature of waking up someone that has passed out. But
Whatever
what I
you're gonna do to Uncle Garrett, we should do it somewhere else. I don't like being in this room, and I don't want to be here any longer than we gotta.
Covered in
You know what?
blood.
That is a good point. I understand. So let's move forward then.
All right.
Is there a more lit place on this floor?
This is going to be one of the darkest floors. There are no windows. There are no signs of any electronics that are working. But you do remember hearing that there was like a backup generator, like a portable generator somewhere on this floor. But there are no sources of light. The nearest one would be up some stairs and down a hall to that records room where there was like a faint, there's faint electricity still kind of running through it.
I want to look through the notes that I took that I have on me before I boarded the ship. This is research that I did into where my father was going. And I try to use those notes to try to track down the generator based on the schematics and things that I researched when I looked into the boat being built, through the news, things like that.
Absolutely. You use that plus the map of the how to use the generator. There was instructions on where it is there as well. So as you're looking around, I'm going to have you roll a conflict roll.
We have how many again?
You have
Sorry.
7 dice. Nothing but success. Now I'm going to roll.
Oh.
I rolled no 6s, so narrative control is yours.
So I remember when we were walking through past the records hall and down to where we found the captain, there was a small room with a sign that seemed scratched up or unreadable. We checked that room. Thankfully, the door handle or the lock on it was broken, and we realized that it was a generator room where they were keeping the backup. Heather kind of notifies everyone, "Hey, I found the generator. Bring the captain carefully and slowly." As we enter the room, Miranda and I look through the map of the generator and how to repair it, how to get it powered. To get it powered, bringing on the lights in the room that we were in and directly outside the hallway, as far as we could immediately see.
So this generator, because it is portable, it has a crank.
Oh,
It has a crank.
oh, okay.
It will not last forever, but it will have enough power to power a room potentially. You'll need to plug things into it.
I see. Okay. So in this room, as I'm scurrying, I see a cabinet filled with various supplies. One of those being an electric lamp that we are able to then plug into the generator to generate light for the room that we are in.
You do?
And while we're here, we take another respite to try to navigate the current situation at hand with the captain.
All right. You take respite in this room lit by the sole table lamp, as the captain is still unconscious.
Perhaps, does anybody have any water we could throw in his face or something of the sort?
I mean, I don't have any water. We drank our water yesterday. Long ran out of that.
Just wishful thinking, I guess.
I remember on a previous case that I worked on where we recovered a patient from a kidnapping situation. We were able to awaken them using their loved ones. By hearing, positive memories, calls for help, or pleas to wake up. The woman was able to wake up from hearing her children, so I'm assuming you guys were close. Perhaps hearing your guys' voices could wake him up.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth a try, isn't it, Nikki?
What other choice do we have?
Yeah. I'll go over and take Uncle Garrett's hand, and Uncle Garrett, if you can hear me, please wake up. We need you.
All right.
Remember when you taught me how to ride a bike? I need your guidance now too. And
Aw.
yeah, I'll try to wake him up.
Go ahead, roll a conflict roll for me.
Okay.
7 dice.
Yeah. No problem. No way this could go wrong. Oh,
Lost
yes.
a dice, but that is success. Now I'm going to roll against you. All right, you succeed. You get narrative
Sweet.
control. And we're now down to 6 dice.
Nikki, is there anything that you'd like to say to Uncle Garrett in this moment too?
I'll say we need you for Thanksgiving. Who else is gonna wear the champagne bottles on their bra like Madonna's the 80s, so never mind.
He's a visionary. He invented it.
Yeah, she got it from him. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No,
And
okay,
that's
so hold on.
Okay.
We need you, Uncle Garrett. We need you for Thanksgiving. Who else is gonna put the turkey on his head?
Yeah.
Ew.
We're both holding.
Y'all still
hands.
ate the turkey?
No, that was the Uncle Garrett turkey. We both.
You
brought
us some turkey. After the first year, they prepared a second turkey. Just
we
in
always
case.
had the second one. He always thought it was the one we ate, but Mama made sure that it wasn't.
Uncle Garrett's weird.
But
man,
we're
We should
learning more
run
and more
away
about
to
him.
him.
He's
You're
not
saying-
even awake.
this man puts a turkey on his head annually. I am extremely surprised
Is
that
it
he's not
raw
more
or is
diseased.
it cooked? I don't know which is more horrifying.
Not more disease.
At
it's
this point,
raw.
it's kind of
It's raw.
it's
We don't put the
no.
cooked turkey on his head.
It's kind of a
I
it's kind of
don't
a family
know.
tradition. He does this every year, so it's a tradition. And Uncle Garrett spends a lot of time on boats, so he's picked up some weird habits.
Professor
Oh.
Bridge steps about three yards back in response to all this.
But yeah. So as Nikki takes one of Uncle Garrett's hand and I take the other, and we're both pleading with him. Reminding him of how he taught us how to ride bike and how he always brings cheer around Thanksgiving. His eyes start to flutter, and he like in his moment of waking up mutters out, "It's like, I'm a turkey. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get
Oh,
you.
that's endearing. That's
and
cute, though.
and he starts to wake up.
I'm a turkey. Gobble,
Uncle
gobble,
Garrett?
I'ma get you.
Uncle Garrett? Uncle Garrett?
Nieces. Is that you?
Yeah, Uncle Garrett, it's us.
Where
We got you out of there. That thing got you.
The turkey?
No, not the turkey.
No,
Those
Uncle Garrett,
things.
Thanksgiving's not for like 4 more months.
What time is it?
I don't know. It's all
knows?
dark.
You're right. So what are we doing down here?
I like quickly kind of crouch down in front of him. Sir, if I may, I have a few questions for you. My name is Heather Goldblum. I'm with fuck, hold on. What's the name of my agency again?
I'm with a fuck.
She pulls out her
We're the ones who
business
give a fuck.
card.
1-800 give a fuck.
Aw,
Sir,
that's a
if
good
I
name.
may, I have a few questions for you. My name is Heather Goldblum, and I'm with the detective agency, Henry and Sons, working on a private case of mine. I do have a few questions for you, if you don't mind.
Sure thing.
Okay.
Why not?
Before, what
Be
is the last
careful.
thing you
Be
remember?
careful, Inspector. I feel like Uncle Garrett might. Do you remember anything, Uncle Garrett?
Like, what's our names? You said nieces. What's our names?
Well, you're my good niece and you're my bad niece.
Wait a minute.
Which one?
Which one did he say for good?
Yeah, which one?
Which one?
I don't know. He keeps waving his hands around.
Heather
he's
says
just
under her
gesturing.
breath.
He's gesturing in the air.
Heather says
Uncle
under her
Garrett,
breath,
get it
I'm
together."
sure Nikki is said that.
Yeah, that one.
No, what's our names?
That's a good question.
Oh
Is there
no.
any-
Whatever your
you
mama
remember,
named you.
sir?
What's our mama's name?
You don't remember your own sister's name?
Oh no.
I understand this is a jarring situation, but
I'm drawing
sir,
a
is
blank
there
right now, I gotta
anything
say.
you remember
It's,
at all?
Maybe don't push him too hard.
Well,
Nikki
I
gets,
remember
like,
I was going
A
down
shiver.
to the engine room, and
Mm.
that was about it. Here I am,
What is your position on this ship?
while I'm sitting down.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
No.
Nikki's like visibly uncomfortable. Like this makes her uncomfortable.
It's
Like,
it's okay. He's still in one piece, I'm sure. And are you?
He's
You're
in
the
one
captain.
piece. What about his mind? His
It'll
mind's
probably
all
it'll come
shattered.
back to him. It's probably sleeping or something. I don't know.
sure
I'm not a
that
doctor.
screaming is going to make him more uncomfortable in the moment. How does your body feel? Do you feel like you can walk? Can you move?
I got a
Anything in
headache,
pain?
I'll say that. My legs feel like jelly.
Maybe he can walk up to the captain's room with us.
Sure thing. I think I know that, Captain.
I think you might.
I turn to the others. He only just woke up. There's a better chance that he'll remember things once he...
Yeah, maybe
move
walking
around.
the hallways that he always walks or something will give him more insight into
I
who he
suggest
is.
that in the meantime we move forward and we ask him questions later. Because in this current state, I doubt we'll get anything out of him.
No, he doesn't seem. Yes.
Oh, Uncle
Okay.
Garrett. I'll help him up.
Oh, now. Whew. My
Yeah,
knees
I
aren't
guess-
what they used to be.
Well, you at least remember that.
would the 2 teenage girls be able to carry his body weight to help him through?
Yeah.
Yeah, are the adults just watching us?
Yeah.
struggle
I'll
in this
help.
room,
I
man?
guess. I'll
Uncle
help.
Garrett isn't that big.
I'll get the other side.
Uncle
Yeah.
Garrett's like a 5'9", or Captain Garrett. Captain Garrett's like a 5'9". You know, he's not that heavy. A little bit heavier now, but no, you're able to get him up. Captain Briggs.
A little bit round.
Yeah.
It's all that turkey at Thanksgiving.
He gets his own turkey, so
He gets it. Yeah, he gets his own turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, ate more turkey than he would wear, you know?
That's such an uncle thing.
I know.
Just like,
Oh my
that's such an
Where are we going?
We're heading up to the captain's quarters, and hopefully you'll start to remember something on our way.
Well, what about
All
this generator? That's what we came down here for. What are we gonna do with that?
I'll
We
carry
can
it.
take it
I'll
with
bring
us.
it with us.
And
Can
Yeah,
we?
you
How
got a
big is the
generator.
generator?
It's
What y'all gonna use that for?
portable. To
Lights?
electricity.
Oh, I see.
We need light.
Sir,
For
I'll give
these-
you a
for
quick
them.
debrief as to our current situation.
It is real dark down here.
It seems like you don't really
Yes.
have a full understanding. There's these things on this ship.
Mm-hmm.
They're attracted to the darkness, and we aren't safe in the dark. They attack us. We had an encounter already. So be careful not to wander on your own, okay?
All right.
Stay with your nieces. They will protect you.
He
They're
slaps
more
both of you
capable
on the
bunch
back.
than you'd think.
So how big
Thanks.
is the generator? Am I carrying it with both arms, one arm? or-
I'm gonna say both arms. This is
Okay.
old fashioned crank.
Gotcha. Okay, I will bring the generator. Let's head up to the captain's quarters as
Let's
quickly
go,
as we can.
sis.
Who's gonna be up front with the flashlight?
I guess we can
I can.
trust. Yeah, I was gonna say, we guess we can trust Miranda to hold the flashlight again.
I can do it. It's fine.
Just remember, everyone, we have less light this time. Let's be sure to stay close and move quickly.
Yes, agreed.
And I'm not double weaponed up this time. I gotta hold my uncle, so I just have the knife.
Yeah.
Don't pull so hard.
I hope you,
You know,
learn to
just-
walk again.
just do
real
your
soon,
best.
Uncle Garrett.
I'm walking.
Yeah.
All right.
I have Uncle Garrett on one arm, hammer in the other.
All right.
I have a screwdriver and a flashlight.
Okay. There's also a knife and a gun somewhere, right?
I have the
Yeah,
knife.
I have the gun on me.
Okay. Professor,
Yeah,
do you
I
have
know
any
that.
weapons on you?
You're right. You're shrimp.
Yeah. Did you
No,
take?
we got rid of the shrimp.
There was a
You
pliers
said you
and a wrench.
Yeah.
The shrimp is gone. The professor does not. You've noticed on the travels that he does not touch things. He wears his rubber gloves all around. These rubber gloves have started to have some holes in them. He's extremely wary, like germaphobe to the absolute max. So he doesn't touch anything unless he knows like exactly where it's been and he's sure that it's been washed with like soap and water.
Okay. I'm gonna say as you're walking down these halls with Captain Briggs, Professor Malcolm, you may roll your moment of hope as you pass by one of the like facilities for staff, like a room.
All right, I have 6.
Yes, you have 6 dice.
Let's roll 60-10. Oh man.
This is
Yeah,
not
no hope
good.
here.
Nobody has hope.
Got the moment of hope.
Not a single hope in sight. All right, I will take control.
Damn.
Yeah, you will.
You open the kind of like workers' room where almost like a locker room basically for the workers down here. And you get a brief moment of hope as you think, ah, yes, these engines, they're working with things that they might need a hazmat suit for. You burst into that room, opening up the lockers with your gloved hands, looking everywhere. And you find a suit in a suit bag. And the moment you open it, a tuxedo falls out. And in that fit of desperation, you realize this is the only place on this ship where you would have ever found a hazmat suit. You're filled with disgust at the potential amount of germs you'll have to go through touching. You lose all hope in this moment. And another candle goes out.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry. I felt that.
I know.
Germs? Ew.
I don't want to touch.
Like nobody's
nothing.
died, but I felt like
Yeah.
a lot of people have died.
Yeah.
Our
A
hope
group
died.
of corpses.
Our hope
yeah.
died.
This one lost-
That's
this
3
one
failed
lost
hope
her
rolls.
career. This one lost her dad. Now this one has just lost the will to live.
Well, aside from that, these things are true. The world is dark. Professor Malcolm, you will go next.
The air in this floors has become frigid.
Ooh.
We encounter one of them along our. Actually, no, that's kind of like current. That's like present.
No, that's fine. You can say we encountered one of them.
We encountered one of them.
It followed us.
You hear an explosion on the top decks.
We are approached.
It's the man from the casino.
And we're
And
still
we're
alive.
still
Still
alive.
alive. We're still alive.
Indeed. You all are now on the 4th floor. This floor is where the dining hall is located, and some of the upper class rooms are. There's an atrium in here that's kind of smaller. There's a lounge where there was like a piano bar basically in that lounge where you would go to hear live music.
So where we started was the third deck.
You started on
We're
the
the one
third.
above it.
You're the one above it.
Okay, gotcha.
So there's above that one is the main deck where there's like the atrium and stuff like that, and then above that is the sun deck where there's like a pool and all the outside stuff.
So this is we're on the one right now that we didn't explore before.
You haven't been here yet, no.
Yeah, we crossed through it quickly when we were going down to the maintenance room. So
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
All right.
I don't think we've been here at all yet.
No, you haven't been to
one
this
is
floor.
above
I mean, maybe I
Yeah, we
miscounted.
haven't-
So you went down.
you started
3
on the
floors.
third.
Yes, you
Third
started on the
floor.
3rd floor. You went down 3 floors, so there were
Went
2
down
above
to-
you then. So then.
Oh, we didn't pass through the floor. We just went straight to.
Yeah, you skipped. You
Yeah, we
skipped that
went-
bottom one.
I see.
So you're now on the 2nd floor, which is above where you were. So the 2nd floor has a piano bar lounge. It has the showroom. It has the dining hall. It has the atrium. This is the main floor, like the lobby and stuff like that, as well as some of the top class rooms. And as you make your way up here, you thought you got away from the shadowy, slithery being that was chasing you. And as you approach the piano bar room, in hopes of finding something to drink, as at this point, because you didn't have anything to drink, you said you're very thirsty. You're approached by the man you saw fall and get his face smacked in as he was dragged away. And he taps you on the shoulder. Hey, where y'all going?
Who does he tap on the shoulder?
You're alive? still?
He taps the professor.
How did you survive? That thing dragged you into the darkness.
What are you talking about?
Your head went splat.
My head's
Yeah, does he
just
have a-
fine.
Let me look at his mouth. Does he have his teeth?
I don't think he had many to begin with.
Hey, come on. You sound like my ex-wife.
Yeah, but his front teeth were
Yeah.
definitely on the ground, cause his face got smashed in.
Well, he definitely smacked his face.
I
Yeah.
walk in
crazy.
front of the doctor and like kind of not shove the doctor back, but like put my hand to like
You don't
motion.
have to shove Professor Bridge back. He is already backing away, and where the
Oh,
man
I
where the
see.
man tapped him on the shoulder, he's going.
I like.
I'll look at Uncle and ask Uncle, do you remember him from before you don't remember anything?
I don't know this man.
Well, I kind of step in front of the doctor. I have one hand like on like the like where my gun is. I'm like, sir, are you okay? I'm like immediately suspicious of this man that we were so confident was dead.
Yeah, I want to look at his teeth.
I'm doing fine. I thought y'all were going up here, so I followed suit. Maybe you had some food or something.
I see. I understand. So, what was the last thing you remember after we last spoke?
After we last spoke, I don't know. Yeah, we went our ways. We went our separate ways.
I see. Where did you go?
I went back to the bush.
Oh no. Please don't tell us which this time.
I quickly like hushed Miranda. Shh. I see.
He brought it up again.
I understand.
Open your mouth.
Do
What?
you mind opening your mouth briefly?
No, I ain't gonna open my mouth.
Just go ahead and open
Why
your
not?
mouth.
What?
Just show us your teeth. I don't understand. Just show us your teeth.
What? I got a lot of cavities. All right. I don't brush. I
We
don't
care about
floss.
the cavity.
I'll look at him and I'll just hold up the knife, but handle, like the blade is in my hand, and I'll just hold the handle and I'll just be like, "You remember this?"
Hey, put that thing away. What you got a knife walking around here for?
I motion to who has the flashlight right now? I motion for the flashlight, and I kind of like mouth the word flashlight by turning around.
Oh,
Miranda's got it right now.
I hand it to
Miranda
you,
has
sneaky
it.
like.
I say, "Sir, are you okay?" And I turn on the flashlight and I like flash it on his face.
Roll a conflict roll.
I just don't know why. Show me your teeth. It's not that crazy of a thing to
Show me
have.
your teeth.
I knew somebody would know.
Of course, everyone knows.
Mother mom.
All
I
right.
hope we find her at the end.
All right. You rolled 1-6, yes?
Yeah.
I rolled 2, so I will take narrative control.
Okay.
Oh,
no, I don't like
involved. Oh.
Give it back, Andy. Give it back.
Also,
Ah.
we lost one dice, right?
Mhm,
You did lose
yeah.
1 dice, so you're now at 5, I believe.
I'm just keeping it in chat so that way we can.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You shine
Is it 5 or 6?
5
'Cause
dice.
We have
we
5
have
left.
7 candles.
Did
We'd
you
lose
already
lose
another
lost
dice.
one.
We did?
I don't think
7.
so. It would've
I'm
been
bad at
something.
math, okay? You have 6 dice.
I know. I was like, we didn't roll. This is the first time we rolled this scene.
I'm so
guys.
embarrassed, and we have a math teacher in the chat. Ignore me. All right.
I don't mean to be a curmudgeon, but we need these dice.
Listen, they're in a circle. They're in a circle, and it's hard. And I don't have my glasses on. Anyways. All right. You shine the flashlight on this man, and the moment you do, his skin bubbles and boils. He screams. His face peels away, revealing inky blackness as tendrils lurch out at you.
Stab him in the chest?
You go to attack him? Go ahead and roll your moment of hope.
I really wish I had film.
Get him, girlie.
You got this.
I
Or
kind
maybe
of turn
not.
away.
Nobody else had it.
Heather starts to resign. She believes that
It's
this is
66,
her
right?
death.
66. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Heather's convinced that this is the moment she's dead. And
Oh.
she just says,
Oh,
"I'm
no.
so sorry, Mom," and like closes her eyes and turns away.
No, it's okay. Nikki got this.
Nikki, yeah.
All right,
Leaving the heart of cards.
Oh, there's one. Yeah. Success.
a success. You know what this means. All right, I'm gonna roll against you real quick for narrative control.
John Cena.
All right, so we are tied, but a tie always leans towards the DM or the GM. But because this is a moment of hope, I'm just gonna let you have the narrative control.
Aww.
And you now get a permanent 1 extra dice. So whenever you're
Aw.
rolling, you're going to roll that separate so you know which one it is. And with this dice, you succeed on a 5 or a 6.
Ooh.
Yes.
Your
Now,
odds
if
went
you
up.
lose a brink roll, though, it will go away. But it won't go away for any other rolls. Okay?
Okay.
So just remember to roll an extra 1d6 separately.
Okay. So
Superstar.
he opens his inky ichor blackness, and I already had the knife this way, and she flips, catches, and stabs him and drags up. You will never, ever touch my group again.
It hisses and crackles in your face as the inky black substance drips down from your blade.
Nikki.
Good job.
Are you
Nikki.
Heather collapses to the floor like sobbing.
Oh, Heather.
Nikki.
Are you okay?
I'll go help Heather.
Are you sure?
Get off the floor.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Nikki. She like
Okay.
clings to Nikki. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry.
You can pay me back by firing your gun next time. And she wipes the ichor off of her knife and sticks it back in the
Captain Bears goes, "What the hell is going on?"
Uncle Garrett, these
Oh,
things.
Captain.
These are the things on the ship. We told you about them.
That ugly
Nikki, my
thing.
entire life, I've had no one. I'm sure you're not surprised, but I didn't have friends. I've never had anyone ever
Heather.
risk themselves for me, besides my parents, and now I don't have them. I promise you, I will do anything I can to keep you and your sister and your family alive and safe. I promise.
Yeah, well, we're not the type of heartless sort that would just let somebody die right in front of us.
I say that's my job. My job to kill you. Ain't nobody else on this ship gonna kill you but me.
That's why you're the bad one.
Nikki, you're gonna kill her now? Jeez.
Heather like
Random-
wipes her
I'm gonna
tear and like
Pipe
kind
it
of
in and
shuts.
smoke it.
I would love to. Do you have one? It's been a
And
shit day.
I don't remind her of the 3 buds that I have. Saving them for when I get out of this alive.
Yeah, Heather like
So-
wipes her tears and like, kind of chuckles and says, "Okay, let's get out of here so you can do that then."
Completely ignorant of this touching moment that has just been happening, the professor walks over and gives an inquisitive look to the captain and says, well, it's interesting. He didn't have his memory,
Oh,
and he succumbed to light. You don't have your memory, but when we shone a light on you, nothing happened.
Did you shine light on him?
We did when we first found him.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Perhaps
that just
it's a partial infestation.
no. That just
maybe he
means
just
that
bumped his head.
yeah, exactly. Uncle Garrett's fine. We did the test. We did your little test, the light.
Didn't he just call her Nikki? Or was that me?
That was you.
Oh.
I mean, I got a way to test and see if he's infected at all.
We can just shine a light on him again.
No, that's not cutting it. And then Nikki is going to take the blade and cut her thumb.
What are you
and show that
doing?
She bleeds red. That man,
Oh,
he bleeds black.
you could have just told us.
So
not
now you want to
yourself.
cut Uncle Garrett, and you're cutting yourself. Make sure you don't get any of that blood inside of
You
you.
even could have just said,
Quite
colors are
frankly-
very easy to understand. You could have just said,
If
I
I was
bleed
one
red.
of them, and then what?
Well, then we decide if you cut yourself.
But Nikki, you just cut yourself with that bloody black knife. What if you put some of that stuff inside of you?
Oh.
You need to sanitize that wound immediately.
Do we have first aid? Do we have anything?
No.
You could certainly
No.
find some on this floor.
I'm gonna start
Oh,
looking for
look.
something
Look.
like an antiseptic wipe.
Yeah.
I gotta find something.
All right.
This floor should have a kitchen. Since there's a dining hall, there should be a sink.
It's true. You remember that this is the floor where there was the biggest kind of grouping of people. And
Well,
yet,
that's not good.
it's pretty empty, this atrium that you're in right now.
Yeah, I don't like that this place is so empty. There's supposed to be a lot of people here. Where'd they all go?
I don't think it's too hard to connect that they're probably gone, unfortunately.
Well, then let's go find a sink. I'll go wash my hands.
Yeah, you need to disinfect that now.
And Professor Fridge takes off his right glove, which has some holes in it already, and hands it to Nikki and says,
Aww.
and use this as a tourniquet.
Aww.
Oh my goodness.
I
Your
told my
thumb,
shrink.
yeah.
I told my
Just
shrink I was going to die on this ship. Ugh.
Oh my god.
So
Aw.
I guess Nikki lets you tie a glove around her thumb. With a glove thumb.
Lovely. All right, so you guys were gonna search for first aid stuff. You were
Mhm.
heading into the piano bar, so you can look in there. You can also go to the dining hall. There's the atrium. There are staff areas, obviously, because their lobby is here. So where would you like to check? And then I will have you roll a roll.
I feel
I
like I
like
want to check the
staff.
staff.
Staff would always have stuff.
All right.
Professor,
Staff or dining room, there's sure to be a first aid kit. You know.
Nobody
some
wants to pay
soap or-
workers. Nobody wants to pay workers comp. Staff has a first aid kit. For sure. 100%.
Who would like to roll? I heard Miranda and Aisha.
I mean,
Oh, to look for.
I'm pretty invested, but if you would like to roll, Miranda.
I think you have more of an investment.
All right.
This is a moment of hope. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, we don't know that you. I'm not gonna use the moment of hope when you ain't actually 3 sheets to the wind. So, so we have 5 right now.
Yes. I believe.
Oh, 5. Oh, because I
5.
lost one. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, 5, B, 6. Oh,
Yes.
oh,
Nice. So you're now
Ooh.
at 4 dice, and I didn't roll any 6s, so it's all you.
okay. Hachimachi.
You saved me. Good job, sister.
or wait, no. Let me look. Or should I say?
Oh no, that's not the hope dice roll.
No, it wasn't. Or should
That's
I
just to
say
find first
cool
aid.
beans?
Cool beans.
Cool beans.
What did Nick say before dynamite?
Jeepers.
Dynamite. So yeah, I like am rushing to the staff area, and when we get there, it's already partially ransacked. Obviously, there were people who've come through here. And I am opening all the cabinets. I'm opening the drawers. I'm looking underneath the table. And like as I'm sort of turning this room over, like just looking for anything resembling first aid, like in the back of one of these cabinets, underneath some other stuff that's like fallen over, there's just like I find like a couple of medical supplies, like maybe a bandage, maybe like 1 or 2 antiseptic wipes, but it's just like a handful of things that just kind of like in the flurry of people tearing this room apart just kind of got pushed to the side. And I like rush back to Nikki, and I'm like with shaking hands, like handing her this wipe and this bandage, like just take care of yourself. You know, this might just, I might be overreacting, but I don't want this anything to happen to you. Yep.
You might
Oh, you're muted.
Feel better now.
I do.
Okay, Aisha. Thanks for taking care of me.
I mean,
Or
somebody
whatever.
has to, especially with these negative Nancy's we're hanging out with.
Hey, who you calling a negative Nancy?
Not you, Uncle Gary.
I'm a positive Nancy.
Sometimes I could be a little inconsiderate of other people's feelings towards me.
That's
That's
why
all right.
she's the bad one.
Oh, I see.
I'm gonna put a turkey on your head now so you can stop talking.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
he's
I'm
gonna
starting
eat the
to
turkey.
like you, Uncle Garrett.
You know he's
You,
gonna eat that turkey. But it's okay, Nikki. You know, we're in a stressful situation, so you know you don't have to apologize to me. You never have to apologize to me.
You can keep
Professor.
the glove, by the way.
I'm just saying I wouldn't say no to an apology once in a while, but
No, I agree. An apologies, yeah.
I'd like an apology from y'all.
You're right.
Exactly. So let's just leave what's in the past and keep moving.
Okay.
So
I like
still
that.
So am I allowed to cut Uncle Garrett or not? Like I did.
Definitely.
Hey,
absolutely
Not with that knife.
not with that
Okay.
knife.
Get a clean knife. to
Hold
cut your
on.
uncle with.
Can I,
Wait a
take
minute.
the other antiseptic wipe and just wipe the blade of the anchor?
Use something
You
else.
could
to
at
pick up.
least, yeah, something that hasn't touched the goop.
Perhaps, if I may, we could try using the pliers. I can't think of any other situations we would use the pliers.
Which screwdriver do you have? Do you have the flathead or
I
the
have the
Phillips?
Phillips head.
Okay.
Okay, I think that'll work. So I take the Phillips head.
Well,
and I
here,
put it
you
on
can
the-
have it.
I take the Phillips head, as I said, and like before you can even say you
I
can
know,
have
I gave it
he
to
walks
you.
over and like takes it in circles, goes to Uncle Garrett and says, "Uncle Garrett, we got bandages, we got antiseptic. Okay, this is just an experiment. We got a doctor. Look at that doctor. Shh! Don't tell him what kind of doctor you are. He's a doctor. This is a doctor test. I'm going to med school next year. You didn't know that." And I take his hand.
I surely didn't know
And-
that.
And I like, I have to apply so much pressure, so I go for like the middle of his
About to
hand,
pierce his hand
and-
with a screwdriver.
and I do it like on the corner of the screwdriver.
Why
You
wouldn't you
should've
use
shot
the
him at this
flathead?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think you
That's
could
horrible.
scrape it to
Yeah,
scratch.
it's metal.
Yeah.
You can
Y'all
make
should
it
have kept the
work.
pliers. Well, you still have the pliers,
I
don't you?
violently
And what are we
stabbed
gonna do
him
with
through the
pliers?
head.
Pinch him. Pinch and twist.
Yeah.
No,
so
it's
much more
all
painful.
it's all horrible. All right, go ahead,
I
roll a
just like to
conflict
say
roll.
it's all horrible.
Yeah, roll.
We have four dice left. That's
Four
great.
dice.
Good.
Yeah,
So,
nothing
first
bad
things
could go
first.
wrong.
Nothing bad could
So
go.
first things first. Okay, so that was my separate die.
That was
I
your
didn't
hope
get
die?
A 1 or a 6.
Okay.
That was my hope.
So
die.
you'll
I didn't
typically
have
roll
it.
that at the end. So just next time do that.
Oh, okay.
You're,
Sorry.
no, you're fine.
And then
That's a success.
Last
and-
time, but you got a
succeeded.
success.
No one.
Succeeded.
All right, so I'm gonna
Okay.
roll for narrative control. All right, I rolled 1-6, and that's a tie, so I get control.
Just you.
All right,
Sorry, guys. I tried.
you start.
You did amazing.
You start just scraping.
Grilling.
You start just scraping into his hand. He's like, ah, ow! What the hell are you doing? And when you finally break skin, the dribble of black, inky fluid pours down his hand.
No.
What are you trying to do?
Back away, maybe.
As
Take
you
it away
all,
from him.
you look at it, and all of you look at him, and he starts to laugh. Think you were gonna start the lights, huh?
I
His
quickly
head
look to
cracks.
Aisha.
You see flowing black tendrils form behind him. As he smiles, his teeth are black. His eyes begin to pour down an inky black tear, and he begins to rise.
It's hammer time.
That's not out yet.
He throws, like with such force, he lunges his tentacles towards Nikki. Please roll a conflict roll. And this is a dire roll. Dire circumstances rolls are serious rolls.
Just one, or am I rolling the?
You're rolling
three?
the 3. Plus you can add your hope
Okay.
die at the end after
so
the 3.
let's roll 3.
Not good. Okay. Go ahead and roll that hope dice.
I believe in it. I believe in hope.
Oh, it's a 5! It's a 5! A 5 is a
Yay!
a 5 is a success. All right. I didn't roll any 6s, so you get narrative control.
Oh my god! So Nikki tears are just streaming down her face. Like the other guy was easy. That guy was Joe Schmo. This is Uncle Garrett, Turkey Man. Like
Turkey man.
stop! Don't
Turkey
make me
Man
laugh. Don't make me laugh. I'm trying to tell a story. So she's crying, and she looks at her sister. I'm sorry, Mama. And she closes her eyes, and she takes the knife and just in the head.
In the
And
head of
drops
Garrett?
Yes.
Garrett
He
is
drops his-
he's not levitating, but he's like above the ground. No, his tendrils, he's like
tentacles.
above, like very
Okay.
Dr. Octopus
Dr.
style.
Oh
Octopus,
god,
yeah.
Dr. Octopus.
The very same.
So you can't, and he is now, because he's above you, the tendrils are lunging at you.
Okay. So I guess all I can do is just take the knife and just slash at the tendril. And
Okay.
then slash at the other tendril.
Yeah. So the two tendrils that swing at you, you slash at both of them as the inky black substance kind of coats your arms, and they kind of and hiss as they slither back to him. Gonna take more than that.
We need to go.
immediately-
Run.
I want to reach for my revolver and like go to like shoot him in the head.
Okay.
Ooh.
You have one bullet. You may
Yep.
roll a conflict roll to shoot. That is
We
3
have-
dice.
3.
Oh goodness, this is action packed.
This is a boss fight, Mario. Where are you?
In another castle.
Yeah, and our princess is in it.
Okay. That was a failure. I'm going to. Well, you didn't roll any sixes, so I get narrative control. You point the revolver, and because you have just been through an emotional roller coaster, you I guess I'm looking at Renee. You are on an emotional roller
Run.
coaster. As you have that revolver, you're holding it out with your hand, but your hand is shaking. After you've lost hope, it is hard for you to maintain focus. You want to help these people, but in the last moment, you're too afraid. And you run.
You run.
You run away.
Can
Bitch, where?
You run away into one of the rooms.
Okay.
Into one of like the
guy?
first floor rooms.
Yeah.
Can I see them shooting and then take the guns?
Nikki is going to scream out, "You coward!"
Can I at least like throw the gun away, like throw it to them as I'm running away, or do I just like run with it, like I'm
Just like,
gone?
"Ah!" You're muted,
I'm
Renee,
gonna-
by the way.
I'm gonna say you keep it because you're so afraid.
Okay, okay.
Renee, you're
Alright.
muted. I can't hear you.
Oh, I want to hoof it, is what I was trying to say. And also earlier, I was like, let's go, Nikki, let's go.
Okay, as you run away, Captain Briggs is still launching attacks. Would you like to react to the situation?
I throw
that
the
just
pliers
happened?
at him.
Oh, actually, you failed. This scene ends. I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot. I forgot.
Focaccia.
Oh.
Focaccia.
All right, hold on. These things are
And we're
true.
separated now.
Yes. Another
Well,
candle goes
we-
out.
Truths to tell.
These things are true. The world is dark. Heather.
The room I'm in is lit.
Lit in party sense or I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
A party
All of the
sense.
above.
Oh my god, I
pitch
love
dark.
it here.
But
It's
me and
lit,
them,
literally.
It's dark, but I'm
me
having
and-
such
me
immaculate
and them
vibes.
are so
All these
close
ring
now.
lights.
They were like, "Oh, you didn't kill him? Oh, you're cool then. You're cool then."
Oh my god. Okay, it
No,
has
but
light.
yeah, it is a lit. It has light.
Okay.
There's someone else in there.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Captain Briggs injures one of you.
No.
Who does he injure?
I can't
Or
decide that.
you could tell us a random.
No, I'm
truth
looking at
check.
Miranda.
Chantilly over there.
Ah! You know what happens is
You don't have to say. You can say
Sunrise.
another truth. You can't actually.
can.
You can't do that.
I can't. Oh, these all things are true. Okay. He got.
You can pick another truth. You don't have to say who it was.
Yeah, you don't have to. But
Save
you
it for one of
could.
them.
You could.
He got Miranda's leg.
Ooh.
Nikki threw the knife at his head.
And they all said,
And
We're still alive.
I'm
You're
alive.
still alive.
all right. All right. It only gets sweatier from here, folks. All right.
Yeah, things are getting rough. Like, I want my dice back. Like,
I want
You
the
did get your
one
dice
billet.
So you're at
Oh, where is
Uh,
my
one,
dice?
two,
yeah, I want the
three,
one
four,
bullet
five,
back.
six. You're at six dice currently. You, Nikki, threw the knife at the captain, distracting him as you pierced into his face. The inky blackness kind of sputtered and splattered onto the ground as he laughed, as he kind of like tried to pull it out, which gave you enough time for all of you to escape. As you were escaping, one of his tendrils, as his eyes were closed, wrapped around Miranda's leg, twisting and spraining her ankle. She falls and hits her head. You are able to get her away by dragging her. And you take respite in the piano lounge. Heather, you are in the dining hall. Once inside, you see the remnants of whatever society was left on this ship. There's a few crew members and a few just passengers. It seems like there might have been more, but there's not that much anymore. There's maybe 10 at the most. The lights in here are on, but flickering. Again and again. The people in here look worried and scared. In the piano bar, however, it is still dark, save one neon sign that is very dim. It barely casts any light. You can see the kind of shimmer off of the black grand piano in this pitch dark room. And that's what's true.
Nikki.
Isha.
I hug my sister. How could it be one of them things? We tested it. You think he's dead? Down there in the engine room. We should have looked.
If I ever see that detective again.
Why are you putting this on her? She just ran away. She was scared.
Trust me. She promised us.
What are we gonna do now? What are we supposed to do?
I don't know.
How are we supposed to get this ship up and running without him?
The ship is running, and it's moving towards something,
That is true.
but it has
Instead, it
changed
started
course.
The professor kneels down and takes his gloved hand and reaches out towards Nikki to wipe some tears away, shuddering a little as he does so, but doing his best to be comforting as the only adult left fully functioning and with the group.
Oh, there's Miranda. Oh no, yeah, you're right. Fully functioning.
Miranda's not
Homegirl
functioning.
took a spill.
Is she unconscious? Wait, is
No,
she like...
you-
okay, I thought she was unconscious.
You're
I was
not
like,
unconscious.
Am I not supposed to be unconscious?
But you
Okay.
did hit your head.
Mm-hmm. You're sporting a fancy new bump.
Of course. Of course. Well,
we put a band-aid on the bump. Like the bump is here, and then we put the band-aid on.
Don't
it.
worry,
she feels
I
it.
have,
She's like, figures.
we have first aid training, and then I just wrap the bandage around your whole head and tie it.
Miranda's gonna stumble up and give Aisha a hug.
I hug you back.
In the most comforting voice he is capable of offering, Professor Fridge goes, "You know that tears are actually one of the cleanest secretions of the human body."
You know,
Thanks.
Thank you. I think. I feel.
oh no, that's helpful. If you're wounded, cry on yourselves, and I don't know.
Saline, I guess. While you all are reconvening here, I'm going to cut to Heather in the dining hall. Heather, when you enter, you see a couple people bewildered, some people angry at the sight of you, and the crew members look kind of panicked.
At first, Heather is still recovering from the emotions of that. She's crying, she's hyperventilating, she's all over the place. Anyone that may possibly try to approach her to either comfort her or question her, she immediately, not aggressively, like pushes them away, but it's like, leave me alone for like a goddamn minute.
Okay.
After composing herself, she is kind of at the mercy of these people. Whatever they may ask her, she is, she has to respond to her sudden presence of a place that, as far as I can assume, hasn't seen a new face in at least a couple of days.
The people don't approach you. They're trepidatious and watching you.
At first, Heather starts to kind of bark at them. Supplies. I need some antiseptic. I need weapons. I need bandages, medical supplies, food.
A man wrapped in a blanket goes, "Oh, here we go." A crew member walks over to you and kind of looks you in both eyes and shines a little flashlight like this on you. All right. You're not one of them. We don't have very much supplies.
Heather composes herself. I understand. Listen, I am not going to stay long. I am not going to take much more from you than I need to. I am at your mercy. I have failed my friends, and I need to get back to them, and I will do anything I need to. Anything to help them in whatever the case they are in now. I don't have much, but I will promise you anything under the world, anything I have, I will give it to you. I will do it for you. I have a gun. I don't care. I will, if you heed to my demands and what I need, I will give you anything. I have notes. You have no idea the information I have gathered out there. And for game knowledge, this is a blatant lie. I am a detective. My firm has been investigating these things for months. The information that I have, I promise you, it is so much more than you could even fathom, and is probably the only possibility that you will survive. I have already memorized it. These notes will save your lives, so if you have any goddamn hope of getting out of here, you will help me.
I'm going to say roll a conflict roll. 6 dice.
We have 6.
There's no intimidation in this game. That's so cool.
That is 2 failures, but because you rolled 2 ones, you can burn a trait.
Oh, damn right.
I was like, oh my god.
Hey, so
Whichever is on the top of your stack.
yeah, my vice, so stubborn.
That makes sense for this.
Yeah.
No, well, good.
So I guess for flavor, like, if they start to resist, I don't really let them get any words in. I insist on continuing. 2. So I just roll the 2, right?
Roll
Or
the
do I
2 again.
reroll?
Yep.
Oh. 10.
That is a fail. As you stubbornly pressure this woman who already seems beleaguered, and as you talk about this gun in your hand, she says, "Listen, we don't want any trouble, okay? But we got nothing for you here. These people have seen enough. And if you've seen so much out there, then get the hell back out there, okay? We don't want nothing from you. We don't have enough food for another mouth, especially not one that is screaming at me when I'm just trying to survive. And I worked for minimum wage on this ship."
It is the 70s. That is a living wage.
Not on a cruise ship.
They all are just looking at you like you better get the fuck out unless you're trying to rumble. And
Is that an option?
not anymore because the
conflict.
scene has ended.
Oh, that's right. I see.
Oh, not the bros. I mean, hammer.
Not the hammer.
Another candle has darkened. These things are true. The world is dark. Heather.
Heather hurries to rejoin with the group.
She finds something else on the way.
It's a pony.
I didn't say what it was.
It's a pelican.
It was
She
one
finds-
seagull.
Friendly little caterpillar.
She finds outside the window, outside the porthole, she sees an island.
Ooh. We find a map.
And we're all still alive.
We are all.
And we're all.
Are
I
we
mean,
all,
and we're
we're
still alive.
alive.
We're not all. I mean, we are all.
Yeah, we are all still alive.
We're still alive, though.
We're still alive. But we're barely
Still
breathing.
alive. Yeah. All right. You catch up with the rest of the party, who have found a map. This map is of the entire cruise ship. It is a layout, a schematic, a blueprint of the cruise ship, showing you all the different ways to go, of where you need to go. You have joined back up in the piano lounge. Actually, we'll say, yeah, no, you're in the piano lounge.
She walks in like once she sees them, she stumbles upon herself, kind of stumbling, can't keep her footing, drops to her knees and begs for forgiveness. I'm so sorry. I didn't know what to do. I've never. I dreamed to use a gun. I didn't use a gun before. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Doc, you still got that light?
Yes. You should check her. Or should I check her? Who has the light?
Miranda
I feel
had
like-
the light.
I have the light.
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
check her.
I thought the doctor took it. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was like,
Miranda. Miranda, get in there with that light.
Okay, I'm going. I have a sprained leg.
No, okay, give me the light.
No, I've got it. No, sorry.
All right. You shine it and nothing happens.
Well, she seems clear to me.
I mean, we thought that was good enough for Uncle Garrett.
Well,
In a moment
You're
of
right.
desperation for forgiveness and everything like that, holding the
You had the flathead?
What's the pointy one?
Well, Nikki had the Phillips head. You would have the flathead.
The flathead.
I mean, it's just sharp on two ends.
Yeah, the skin in between my thumb and my index finger. I slam it down, like piercing myself.
Jesus
Oh.
Christ!
Okay.
And like
Oh,
sobbing, I lift up my hand and I just look at them. They say, "I'm sorry," as the like red blood is like flowing down my arm.
I swear to God, you people are going to die from doing this before you die from them. And in frustration, he
I'm
takes
with
off his
Preston on
other
this
glove
one.
and he throws it at Heather.
I'll also throw whatever is left of the bandage roll at her. But I don't help her dress the wound.
Nikki is like fully dissociated. Like she's checked out.
I help her dress the wound.
Oh, look at you, Miranda.
In this
From the
moment, I
chair you're
look
sitting
to
in.
Nikki, and I mean, it's up to you if you like want to look back and like make eye contact, but doesn't say anything. Just doesn't even know what to say.
Did you find anything out there?
People,
How
the
many?
dining hall. I didn't get an exact count. I only really directly spoke with one of them, but if I had to guess, about 10, maybe.
Are they? Do they have stuff? Are they doing better than us?
I don't know if better would be the term. They can't leave exactly. They have more supplies, but they aren't really in a sharing mood to say.
Oh, were you too stubborn? I'm observant. I would know.
I'm observant.
She says with her ankle put up on another chair.
Yeah.
Reclining.
Yeah.
Well,
You know the little piano seat?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've broken two of the legs off the piano seat and tried to make a splint.
Okay, go ahead, roll a conflict roll.
Okay. No worries.
Miranda loses her leg after this.
Oh God.
I'm telling you,
better
that
get
I
narrative
only
control.
know, truly
No,
only know what I've
We-
seen on
we-
film.
we rip off another piano leg and make a peg leg.
Well, these piano benches are
Multi-purpose.
You have to like
Yeah.
saw off like her other leg so that the peg leg can be of
Okay,
like,
we're not
average
sawing
weight.
off my other leg.
Okay, good
Two
job. That's a
successes.
success.
That's two
you now
successes.
have 4 dice.
And we lost a dice. I'm so sorry.
All right, you have narrative. Oh, actually, no, I get to roll. Sorry.
I did roll 2 successes.
That's 1 6.
Oh.
That's 2 6s.
No.
And that's just 2 6s. So I win.
Uh-huh. The
Uh-huh.
game is rigged, though.
Well, I mean,
Seems
obviously
like
it
they're
gets
winning a
harder
lot.
and harder. I don't win. I am both your ally and adversary, just like you are to your own
Yeah.
characters. I'm going to say
Mhm.
you struggle a lot with getting those piano benches off of your own volition, but because of your violent nature, you slam it down, breaking the rest of the bench, but you keep the 2 that you were holding on to. They're a little jagged, but you've got them. You take the cord from a curtain in the piano lounge of where the kind of like the show curtains were, and you use that to fix the splint to her leg.
All right, Miranda.
Oh, the curtain thing too. Okay.
The curtain. Yeah, everything. I saw it. I saw the movie once.
No, it's very yes. Thank you.
Yes. In times of 10 days of darkness, this would be the time to be picky about our splint dressing.
I was just surprised. Okay. I did
I
want
received
to...
a comprehensive education.
I wanted to apologize to you two. I mean, apologize for calling you useful, I guess, but not like in that way.
Do you want me to
No,
take this
wait.
split now?
I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice.
Because I could put the legs back on. I'll use this rope to tie whatever's left to those wood splinters over there.
You know
It
what?
could be a bench again.
I don't doubt that you would successfully do that. I really don't. I'm just trying to say that being useful and usefulness was the only compliment I had as a child. So I thought, well, I don't know. I didn't mean to treat you like a child before, both of you, and you all are doing great.
Well, thank you for apologizing. And as long as going forward you guys are a little bit more cooperative, I think we'll have a better time of it.
I mean, I wouldn't say we were uncooperative.
I think you were actively antagonistic.
Actively is a bit much.
No,
Okay.
with purpose. Antagonism.
Well, can a girl have fun?
Not at our expense when
You're
we're out
right.
here
You're right. You're right. I'm apologizing.
just trying to
You're right.
live through the
Yep.
next moment.
Yes, and you're doing a fantastic job in making sure that we all live to the next moment. And I wanted to publicly recognize that.
Heather kind of belts out for how much longer and just breaks down.
Yeah.
Oh,
Poor Heather.
I don't know what we're supposed to do. I really don't. Without Uncle Garrett, I mean, we could try to get up to the helm and move the ship. The ship is moving.
I
We could maybe
in
try to-
different direction. Apparently,
Yeah, try to turn it back where we came from.
Okay. I have a promise to keep. Let's go.
Miranda, you gonna be all right?
Yes, I can go whenever you're ready to go. I can. She'll try to kind of lift this up on that.
All right. You're able to walk on it, but not quickly.
Yes, I'll keep up.
She does.
You all are walking so fast.
All right. You exit the piano bar.
Actually,
Oh, yes.
before we do that, I would like to try to rip the neon sign off the wall.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that easily. It's just attached by some screws. Then you
Lots,
have
lots,
screwdrivers.
We do.
Yeah.
All right, so Professor Fridge goes over to the neon sign, not really saying anything to anyone else, but kind of looks at it like he's thinking about taking it, and then looks over to the group and points at it.
Just
I see the idea, but I don't know if the electrical connection stays, and unless somebody happened to grab the generator, we wouldn't have a way to keep it on.
Oh, is it back in the atrium?
I had it with Heather.
Yeah, but like when we scattered, is it back?
Yeah.
I would
don't-
say you probably couldn't have ran with it.
It's in the
Yeah.
atrium.
So I assume it's still in the atrium.
I mean,
Either
we
way,
could go
let's-
back and try to go for it, but something tells me that
So
thing
is my
still
knife,
there.
I think, right?
Yes.
But so is that thing. Do we really
Yeah.
want to go back there?
You would
Unless-
have passed that thing from the dining hall to the
Oh,
piano bar,
okay.
and it was
I
no
see.
longer there.
Okay, so in that case,
Either way,
Well-
let's take the sign.
on my way back, I didn't see that thing anymore, so maybe it's safe to go back to collect the generator, the lamp, and a weapon.
Can you unscrew this for me?
I got it. Oh, okay, yeah.
You unscrew it and unplug it from the wall.
And he takes the sign off the wall, and when he wraps his hand around it, he's kind of like, and like holds it out away from himself and walks with it.
All right. You exit the piano lounge.
Let's go.
Out in the atrium, you see the sprawling splatters of black ichor all over the floor and walls. Again, in the distance, you see an island. The grand staircase that leads up to the sun deck is just beyond where you fought Captain Briggs. I'm going to say, as the floor is covered in the inky black substance, you'll need to roll to see if you can find that generator.
Okay. So it's
Ooh.
like if it's in this room, it's covered in goo.
It's very dark, and that inky black substance is like
It's
almost like
camouflaging it.
Vanta Black or dark matter. Oh, who rolled?
Ooh. Yeah.
That's for the generator, I think.
Callie,
Oh,
you're
yes.
muted.
I was gonna say I was gonna roll because I have my
Your hope
my,
dice.
Oh.
my hope dice.
Yeah, I didn't roll. What are you talking about?
All right, that is a failure, so you'll need to roll hope dice.
I didn't roll.
Oh,
It
who
was
rolled? Oh, it was
it
Heather.
was old Heather.
Oh,
Oh, Heather! Old Slippy Hands Heather!
Heather is really trying Nikki's patience tonight. You know, it's just. I'm just.
All right, Heather. I'm kind of torn because I didn't call for a roll specifically from somebody, so I kind of want to not count it. But at the same time, you did.
I'm so
roll.
down for that because
We
I
have the
thought you
power
were
of
calling for me.
editing.
I don't know why I thought you were calling for me, but like, so like.
I'll
I mean-
allow it. I'll allow it.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
I
So
didn't
if
roll,
you
we
search,
don't know.
no, it didn't exist. If you search this room, it's the inky black substance is kind of light absorbing. It's like dark matter, so it makes it very hard to see. You don't know if it's covered in the substance, but it makes it hard to traverse.
I think.
Oof.
I don't mind helming the search for the generator and just like sort of, you know, with the pliers, with the hammer, just like sort of tearing at this goo, looking for something.
And
Okay.
I'm looking for my knife.
Please roll 4 dice, Aisha.
Okay. Hey,
You've got
hey,
this.
this is nothing.
I mean, you've got virtues, vices, and all the
Yeah,
likes.
I've got stuffs. Oh,
Nothing
and two
but
success.
success.
Nothing but
Marvelous. All right.
so yeah, I'm just
Uh-oh.
Oh wait, you do have to roll.
I know.
No, they're
Like you
gonna be
said,
like,
I
you
rolled
found it, but
all
it broke.
6s.
I didn't
Nothing
roll a
but
single
success.
6.
Oh, thank God.
Nothing but net.
Mm-hmm.
So I had an idea of where we were fighting. It's imprinted on the back of my eyelids. Like I see it every time I blink. I see Uncle Garrett's face morph into that thing, and the wicked laugh echoes in my mind. I know where Heather dropped the generator, and I'm like seeing these masses of black ooze, and I'm taking the like pronged part of the hammer and just sort of like scraping through it. Like, is this the generator? No, that's a couch. Is this the thing? And I and like finally I am able to find it, and I'm like, it's over here, and I'm like pulling this goop off of it, but it's still like covered in goo, and it's not even like certain whether or not it still retains its functionality because it was so covered. But eventually we're able to all together with like a wet slurp
Ew.
able to like pull it out.
Gross.
And the lamp was attached to it, so I would say we also find that lamp there.
Oh yeah, true. Well, wonderful. You get
Right next to it.
the generator. You pull the generator out, and as you begin to click it on, the light of the lamp turns on. But the black ichor begins to slowly move towards the bulb and consume it. The goo begins to move towards the group.
Can I lap the goo?
I hope
Bad
so.
goo. Bad goo.
I know, right?
He's tugging at his lab coat like he's trying to take it off, and he's struggling with it. He's freezing in the moment, but eventually he manages to pull it off, and he takes it, and he holds it up to... Is the lamp lit?
The lamp is lit, but it's slowly being consumed.
Okay. He holds it up to the lamp to get the white color of the lab coat to help add some, like, get some more light in the situation. And he takes the lab coat and he says, well, I'm gonna die anyway on this miserable hunk of disease-ridden, infested, hate cruises. Why my shrink thought that this was a good idea, I'll never know. And he takes the lab coat and he wraps, he jumps onto the goo and wraps it in the lab coat and holds it to himself as tight as possible. And he says, "Make it out of here and wash your damn hands."
Please roll for me. Please roll a conflict dice.
All right, 4.
Yes.
Oh God.
There, that is a failure. And because it is a failure, I will take narrative control. As the professor dives at the goo, buying you all time, you are able to grab the generator, but the goo begins to consume the professor. Slowly, as his hand extends towards you, it kind of shakes away the goo as much as he can before he is fully consumed. Professor, in your dying moments, what are you thinking? And do you have any final words?
No final words. He is consumed by fear, disgust, and all these emotions. His final thought is that he despises his psychiatrist.
Valid. Well, as the professor dies, he is succumbed and consumed by this ichor. I would like to thank you so much to Phoebe for joining us. This is where your journey ends. Thank you so much for being here with us today. I hope you had as much fun as possible with such a tragic and dark story, but it has truly been a pleasure to have you.
It was a lot of fun. I'm really happy to have been here. Also, I wanted to clarify the story of the professor, because I don't think I did that before.
Yeah.
But so he's a hypochondriac. His job studying epidemiology has made him hypersensitive to all diseases and all these things. He's convinced that eventually a plague will come and wipe out humanity. So he's very depressed and miserable all the time. So his psychiatrist, because it's the 70s, got him tickets to this cruise as a kind of a you need to relax thing, and B, a immersion therapy thing. We all see how that turned out.
Poor guy.
But the thing is, he did slowly start to take off his
Yes, in
I
the
know.
end, he had a full, moment.
He embraced the darkness.
Well, I think the darkness embraced
Gotcha
him.
journalism. What?
I think
He
they
had
did a-
people that cared about him.
Yeah, and he wasn't lonely. He didn't die alone.
Yeah,
It was a fun.
you use that card.
He was a really fun character to play.
You did it wonderfully.
It was really funny because I got on. I put the costume on, and I was like, he's not supposed to be attractive.
Oh, well. Sometimes things don't go as planned.
I know. I wouldn't speak for
Oops.
us, but
Oh no, the doctor died. He was so handsome.
Professor, I've not seen.
So I have to get an early start for teaching tomorrow, but I appreciate being a part of this,
I
and
appreciate having you.
I hope to be a part of more in the future. It's awesome to play with y'all. Y'all are awesome.
Yes, you're
So,
awesome. Thank you so much.
Have a great night.
You
Have a good
too.
night.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Phoebe.
Yeah.
Another candle has gone out. These things are true. The world is dark. Chantilly, please go next.
The generator still works.
We're heading towards the dining hall.
We hear a large commotion, like fighting, from the dining hall.
And the
And?
people said,
We're still alive.
We're still
alive.
alive.
all right. You all reach the dining hall. As from outside the window, you see you're nearing land. You hear fighting inside of the dining hall. Who opens the door?
I'm up for it.
I have a broken ankle. or
Not me.
something.
They don't like me.
I heard
I'm up
Nikki.
front.
I said I would do it.
I heard Nikki first.
Okay. Well, we're fine, Nikki. Go ahead.
You scramble for the door. Please roll a conflict roll.
So we're at 4 officially?
For
Or 4
officially.
Obviously.
Nope, that's a D4. Sorry. Whoops. Wrong. Sorry.
That's
Hold
all
on.
Get that dice out of here. We're not playing D&D.
That is a failure. You may roll your hope die.
Okay.
Oh my god.
There is
Nice.
hope. There is hope. Hope is alive.
Literally, Nikki is our hope at this point.
I've already rolled 1-6, so I already get narrative control.
Okay.
Wow.
So, you open the door to see the entire group has been attacked by the other doppelganger shadow creatures. When you open the door, you do so quietly. They don't notice you at first, but they all turn to you eventually, as you're just agape at the carnage. Blood everywhere, bodies eviscerated, being chewed, being slashed, being slapped by dark tendrils. And in the middle of it all is Captain Briggs.
Run.
Yeah, we need to go. We need to get up to the helm.
Oh, okay.
We start to run.
I have
Yeah,
my
Heather
flashlight
follows.
and I flash it at them, and then I try to lead people back the way we came.
They hiss out that black goo as you shut the door and run away. Upstairs?
Yeah, hopefully.
We need to make it
Somewhere
to
where
the
there's
helm.
windows, too.
So we look at the map and we saw which way to the helm, right? And that's on the top, right? Or near the top?
It is on the top. When you make it up, you feel the breeze of the sea air. And the land looks quite large because it's so close. This is the first time you've had any fresh air, as you've just been pervaded with the irony smell of blood and that kind of brimstony black ichor, although you have no reprieve from the darkness. Up here, you see the swimming pool has turned blackened. What lies at the bottom, you don't know. And the
Stay away
signs,
from that.
the signs from the explosion from before are apparent where the helm used to be.
Oh no.
It ripped off.
Well, there's got to be something.
I don't. Maybe there's knobs, there's switches, there's something left behind.
Can I go to the rail? I want to
I'll
look at the
go.
island. Is this
Yeah.
is it the paradise? Is it where we're going?
This, because you have two maps now, I'm gonna say this does not look like Paradise Cove. Not like the brochure, not like the photo. This is some type of spooky island. It's also enveloped in blackness, but you're still able to see it somehow. The trees look wrong. The sand is still and also wrong. I was gonna say cold, but you can't touch it.
It looks cold.
It looks cold. And a cold wind blows through you in what should have been a tropical paradise.
Is it? Did they like Greenland us?
I
Like
don't
call it
know.
a good name and
I don't know. This can't be right. Nikki, let me see that map. Can I look at the map to try and see if there's any override for the helm? Like, is there like another way to move this ship that isn't being at the captain's helm?
I'm going to say, as looking at the map, the only way to steer the ship would have been from that.
Mm-hmm.
What's moving the ship, you don't know.
oh God! Don't say that. Can Miranda start looking for some like lifeboats?
Roll conflict roll for me.
Go, Miranda.
I believe.
Slash R, base. How many?
We
Four.
got 4.
4.
4. So 4d6.
Yes.
Hey!
Oh.
Nice. That is a success.
And there were no bad eggs.
There were no bag eggs. So you
There
still
were no
have 4
bag.
dice. Give me 1 second.
Oh,
I'm
hold
sorry,
on.
guys.
The bad egg is about to roll, so.
I just have to be honest. I did roll a 1 in my 4d6.
Oh.
Oh,
I
did
didn't write
you?
that down. Sorry.
Oh,
I-
okay. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you for being honest.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I was like, I thought I did.
So we're
fail
down to
one, but
3.
Oh, when we
down to
first went
3.
in that room.
Okay.
Oh,
So just re-roll.
So what was the last dice that you rolled? Okay. Never mind.
Oh yeah, you can. I would say re-roll. It's the most fair.
Okay. /r space 3d6.
Mm-hmm.
I still believe.
Oh, shot.
SMH.
Oof. Double ones. Not cute. That is a failure. All right.
Hey, can I?
Hmm.
Are you
No,
at
how
your?
many
Are you
candles?
brink?
No, I'm not Frank. I still
You
have
have
my
another.
vice.
You have another. Yeah. You could use that because you rolled ones.
I don't want to not for this.
Okay.
This also moves the scene forward either way.
It will. The candle will go out.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, how am I gonna work selfish into it? I
Maybe you try to get away from everybody else.
On your
yeah,
own.
I start to like let it down, I guess, or not let it down. Like, if I see one, do I roll first? I'm confused.
So you need to roll first because we
Yeah,
can't move
that's what I was
forward
like.
until you roll.
Okay, so yeah, I'll use my dice. It's just I rolled 2 ones,
Yes.
Yep.
so 2d6.
Yeah.
You
Look
succeed.
at you, you selfish gal.
You succeed. You selfishly. Let me roll for narrative. That's 3, 4, 5. I rolled 1 6 at the very last one. Okay, so I get control. You go to look for lifeboats, kind of hobbling away from the rest of the group. You see a lifeboat. It's kind of like halfway down, as if somebody was already trying to get on it. You see blood splatter. I think maybe somebody hit it on their way down. In the ocean, something unnatural swirls back and forth. But you are able to lower the boat. But with your leg how it is, you may have difficulty getting into it. But with your selfish nature, you're going to find a way. You use your camera strap to slide down the rope. You kind of bounce off the ship and into the boat, all the while holding the pulley.
Do we see her do that?
Because she was
Something
successful.
we just see she's gone.
Yeah,
I think
you see
that-
she's gone at this point.
So we start looking around. Miranda?
You can totally roll conflict to find her as she begins lowering herself into the ocean.
Sure.
Do it. Right.
What do we have left? We got. You
Well,
rolled your ones.
Let me roll. I still have my my things.
Oh, I have
So-
things.
Oh, you do? Oh, you still have traits? Okay. go
I
for it.
do.
I have
How many
all of
dice?
my traits.
You re-rolled your ones, so we
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
lose.
So there's still 4.
them. But you only rolled 3 dice, so we should be rolling 3. Right.
'Cause
Somehow we
Stacey-
lost one at some point, right?
Oh, from the
rolled
door.
4. Yeah, from the
Okay, so it's 3 dice. The math. Okay.
Les move.
That's a success.
Oh, I'm blessed. No, I'm not lucky. I'm blessed.
Okay.
Bounce off that 6. Hold on. Oh,
clap
3,
for the heavyweight champ.
4. I didn't roll any 6s.
I told you, nothing but net. So if we were like looking for another way, we're like trying to look around for stuff, and once we like cottoned on to Miranda being gone, it starts as being like, maybe something happened to her, and leak like sorry, not leak. I like am starting to look like more frantically for Miranda, and I think at some point like because there's sight lines on this deck because like we can kind of see out. I'm starting to like well maybe she fell over or maybe something grabbed her. So like now I'm like leaning over the railing like Miranda, like I'm calling for her, and I see you like that last stumble because you have a bum leg and you were just like grappling down this pulley.
And Miranda has the flashlight as well.
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't even know I had.
What do you mean?
Aisha, I was about to call you. I found a boat.
Were you? Because it looks like
Yeah.
you were just trying to save yourself.
No.
How selfish.
I know what it looks like.
So,
Not what it looks like, what it is. Because you didn't come to get us when you found us. You just got in the boat and you lowered it.
You literally, I see you're holding the pulley. You had to lower yourself into this. You're injured. What the actual hell?
I thought you were supposed to be one of the level-headed ones. What is this? Explain yourself.
Okay. I was gonna go to the island and scope it out and then come back. And
you
all
yell
of
up
us.
at the...
You were gonna come back to the moving ship, is that so?
Yes.
We're better together. And if you
I
think
know-
we have a better chance on that creepy island, we should go together.
Even if that's the point, how is she even gonna get back up?
No.
She's made her decision. She
wasn't
abandoned
exactly.
us.
She wasn't going to the island.
Okay, so when Heather abandons us, everybody's all fine and like, oh, come
I
back.
came back.
Let me come back. Pull me up.
Let me
Oh,
come
yeah.
back.
I can come back.
Baby, come back.
What's a lapse in judgment? A lot has gone on.
I can't take this anymore.
I shake my head and I try to pull her back up
Please roll
using the pulley.
a dire conflict.
Ooh. Internal conflict.
We're down to 3, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
But I believe.
And I can't use a thing, can I? 'Cause I didn't
never
roll
mind.
one.
No.
Because that was a dire conflict. You
Fuck.
go to grab the rope. And when you do, the pulley system cracks and careens to the side, plummeting the boat down into the waters.
Oh, wrong way.
You crash into the water with a splat.
Wait, who does?
Miranda?
Miranda.
Miranda. Oh, thank
Mhm.
God, yeah.
Yeah, I
Miranda.
was like, did I flip over? I like, did it take both of them?
No,
I was
Miranda.
like, oh my gosh, 2 out and 1 stone. The twins survive. Let's go.
Let's go.
Miranda crashes into the water. Miranda, you survive the fall by some miracle, although your back is severely wrecked. You're hanging on to a plank in the dark abyss of water. You can't even see them up there anymore, barely.
Miranda.
Miranda!
Aisha.
What-
Heather.
Alive?
Nikki.
Whatever is propelling the boat is a large, tenderless black thing that with such ease bowls you over.
Are there like, those, what are they, the life circles?
Yeah.
The lifesaver.
Oh,
I don't
a life
think
saver,
a
a life
Then I
vest.
grab onto
Lifesaver. Yeah, the little red, white, and the little
Yeah.
peppercorn candy
peppermint
things,
patties, yeah.
peppermint patties.
Peppermint lifesavers.
The peppermint lifesaver. I throw one.
You can roll a conflict roll. Actually, no, you can't because the scene's over.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miranda, as
Yeah.
you are smacked and easily crushed and drowning, what are your final thoughts? Do you have any last words?
My final thought would probably be, well, it looks like I was the weak one after all.
Well, thank you so much, Chantilly, for playing with us.
Thank you
Always
for
a joy.
having me.
You did a marvelous job. Miranda was an icon.
Why, thank you.
She was iconic.
The world will be much sadder without her in it. Truly a pleasure always. And you can also catch Chantilly Chateau and our weekly series, The Mark of Red Moon, every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. on Twitch and YouTube and all podcasting platforms.
I'm gonna die there too. Notice a theme.
I'm starting to notice a theme, Envy. Envy. I'm starting to see like a
I
pattern.
like tragedy. But thank you so much.
Girl,
Chantilly.
Thank you all for having me. It's been a blast.
Yes.
There's been so much fun. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, no problem.
You
If
have
y'all
died.
resurrect her, let me know and I'll come back.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that. You
Gone,
can
but
go.
not forever.
Oh my god.
I'll see y'all later.
Bye, Miranda.
Bye,
Bye,
Miranda.
Miranda. You
Bye.
were cute.
All right, another candle.
I don't like this.
You know, and then there were 3 and only 3 candles left, guys.
Another candle goes out. These things are true. The world is dark. Nikki.
Nikki separates from the group.
Heather. Heather.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Heather, are you there? Heather.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Heather can't come to the phone right now.
The person you are trying to
Don't get
call.
confused. Has
This was
Blake's
too
mailbox
much.
not set up yet. Goodbye.
Goodbye. This mailbox has too many messages. Goodbye.
Fucking hate that.
I hate that too. I'm like, bitch,
Set your mailbox up.
I know.
On the deck, we find a backpack,
And we're still alive.
and we're still alive.
And we're still alive.
Nikki makes her way downstairs. And Heather finds a backpack. You two are still on the sun deck.
I'm rushing after my sister.
All right. You two meet at the stairs.
Nikki, where you going? Don't go off alone. You see what this place is like. We need to work together. We need to find a way off of this boat. We need to find a way back home.
What's the point?
What do you mean? What's the point? Just come back up to the sun deck with me. We'll get with Heather. We'll figure it out. She's like an investigator. She's gonna investigate.
We could do it together, you know?
Yeah.
Just
You mean leave her behind? You know she'll get got if we leave her behind. As much as she was talking about how we're kids.
tie each other's arms. Same way we were born.
What are you talking about?
Out of this hell.
N-
Crazy.
No, you can't think like that. You can't give up. Come on. I put my hands on either side of your face. Like, come on. We're gonna be okay. Me and you. Just like you said, we came in here. We came together.
Can I call out to them? Like, kind of like I hear them, like, not far away, and I'm like, guys, I found something.
Sure.
Come on, Nikki. Don't do this. Come on. Let's just go back up to the sun deck.
You hear Heather calling for you.
Nikki's fighting her on this. Nikki's done.
Oh.
Oh, I'm not letting you go off on your own, so it might be time to scrap.
All right. I don't know how opposed rolls like that would be. So I guess both of you roll the same dice, and whoever rolls the most sixes.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan to me.
It would be whoever rolls higher, right? Because this is kind of like who gets to take control, or.
Yeah, but the game is
Oh,
based
yeah.
around sixes and ones.
Oh, yeah.
So I would say
Okay.
that.
We got 3 dice.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Do 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 do. Oh, 3s.
You get a hope dice.
2s.
You get a hope
That's
dice.
spooky. That's spooky.
That is spooky.
I succeed.
Oh shit! The hope dice.
All right, I'm gonna roll. I rolled a 6. I'm going to narrate. Nikki, with despair in your eyes, it clouds your judgment, and your sister doesn't understand. You shove her again and again every time she comes back, and every time you shove her, more tears begin to spill down your face, and the more separated and far gone you become. You shove her one last time, and this time, you break her leg.
Sorry.
And you run downstairs.
Don't do this, Nikki. Get back here. Yeah, I'll say I broke my leg because we were on the stairs.
Yeah.
And I like fell down the stairs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Dum,
she
dum,
took a
dum, dum,
tumble.
Oof. And you run off.
Heather! I got a call for you.
But you don't have that splint, it's in the ocean.
There's-
Ocean.
that
Where's the
bench got-
bench?
The bench
Got
got
two more
Two more legs.
No, I said you destroyed it.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, I pummeled it, but
You can make it work.
I used to do the whole short. She don't need the whole leg.
All right, Heather.
Heather hurries down the stairs with a backpack like on her like shoulder. What's the matter? Where's Nikki? What's going? Oh my
Heather-
God! Are you? What the hell? What happened?
don't worry about me. Nikki ran off down there into the dark.
What
You
do
need to go
mean,
get
don't
her.
worry about- Where?
That
Look.
way.
Aisha, look! Open your eyes. Look. It's pitch black. Where do you want me to go? I need to take care of you, and then we can look for Nikki. But we need to focus on you right now.
Don't
What
worry about
happened?
me.
I
She's
don't
alone.
care.
She's out there alone.
I'm not going to leave you alone.
And she doesn't care anymore. She wants to give up. She can't just be out there.
Your sister needs you.
Just leave me by the
Aisha,
generator.
she-
There's a light.
I smack her, like not like hardly, but I like try to make sense into her. Your sister needs you. Nikki needs you. If there is any hope to knock some sense into her, it's you.
But I can't keep up with her. My leg. Who knows
Get
where
on my
she's
back.
going?
Get on my back.
Okay.
Okay, you get on her back. Nikki, what are you doing?
I think Nikki is singing like a song that her parents used to sing to her and Nisha when they were like little. Like,
Grab a bucket and a mop.
The song of my people.
I'm like, I don't know any television from Lamb Chop. Lamb Chop was around in the 70s. Or like Bob
MASH.
Ross. I don't
MASH
know.
was probably there.
Nope, we're not singing that show.
Remember
The Brady Bunch? I don't know.
No,
The Halloween theme.
Gilligan's Island?
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days.
Oh, God.
the minor key.
Saturdays, what a day.
All right.
Can we like hear her whimper like that, like a high pitch, like towards the end, where we have like an idea of what direction she's in?
I'm going to say roll. It's
I'm
at this
gonna
point.
say.
It's at this point you feel a thud as you hit land.
Oh. Aisha, we need to make a decision. Do we follow your sister, or do we go back up to the deck and see what we just hit?
If you want to go up to the deck, you're going alone. Because I'm not leaving this boat. I'm not leaving this floor. I'm not leaving this anything, this world without my sister.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
You should have rolled your moment of hope earlier before you broke your leg.
Oh,
You'll have another chance if you go after.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that.
so in that case, they say, okay, then we go look for her.
Okay. Hey, well, Heather is white. May I please search this backpack on top of her?
Yeah. Yeah, make a roll.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
I think you can still burn something if you need to.
Yeah.
It'll be an interesting burning of something if I need to. Okay, do we still have 3? We didn't lose anything, right?
Yeah, we have 8.
Yeah, because we rolled 3s and 2s. It was crazy.
It was really weird. That is a fail.
No.
You may burn something to try one reroll.
I mean, so you might be rolling your moment of hope. Oh, can she roll for the moment of hope? Reroll or no?
Not for this
That's
because
that's not this.
she is searching in a backpack.
Oh, no,
I am going to.
Okay.
I'm going to
Sorry.
try and use my vice
Okay.
and re-roll 1 dice.
Violence.
I speak only in rhyme. I do this all the time.
You punch me in the head and say, where... Ooh. Oh, wait, that's not a hope die. Just
That's a failure, but you still tie violence in, and your violence is burnt.
Just tearing through the backpack. It's empty, and I'll throw it. I don't know. I have to be valiant.
Yeah, you throw the backpack off of her, and it lands in the ichor. And you find nothing. And the scene ends, and another candle goes out.
Wah.
These things are true. The world is dark. Pyronaynia, Aisha.
More of them enter the ship.
But we are alive.
And we are alive.
We are alive.
Like Aisha said.
You had one truth, and that's what you make it.
We said I found my sister, but instead you chose there are more of them.
We made landfall. This is their house.
I'm gonna find my sister. Okay, Aisha, here's your one token to find your sister. Throws it overboard. No, we're gonna fight these motherfuckers.
Aisha is looking for you. Renee is not.
Is looking out for no one. I'm going to say, as they board the ship, they drag all remaining survivors onto the island, which means all 3 of
Oh,
you.
it's just a... Oh, all 3 of us?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They drag you onto the island pitch black. You hear no insects, no birds, no animals, just the whipping cold winds. Bound by ichorous chains, you are brought to some sort of dark altar. And you are left there and tied down. The beings surround you for a moment, and then they go inside an old building. You are alone. You 3, the only survivors left.
Nikki, are you okay?
What were you thinking?
Well, we got off the boat, didn't we?
Yeah, well.
Insolent child. Is that a word? Oh,
Yes.
It's
It's just such an evil witch thing to say. Insolent child.
It's a phrase that is often said together.
Nikki looks at Heather and says, I'd rather be insolent than a betrayer.
That's low.
I did my best. You abandoned us. You abandoned your sister.
I told her to come with me.
I don't even know what to
No,
say.
but you
died
still
together.
left. You still left.
Could have died together.
We
You
still
hear
might.
yourself?
Just blankness, like she's fully dissociated.
You're just gonna give up?
Nikki, please.
Think about your family.
Yeah, think about mom and dad.
If you give up now, your uncle died for nothing. You have to
He
at
did.
least try.
He did die for nothing and then turned into a black ichor monster and fucking killed the doctor. Killed all those people in the dining room.
I don't know even what to say to you.
Say nothing and hope it ends quick.
No,
I turned to Aisha. What are we gonna do?
no,
She's not listening.
I'm not giving up, Nikki, and I'm not giving up on you. If you're not gonna believe in yourself, then damn it, I'm gonna believe in you. And I am gonna try and break my restraints because they're gone.
Yeah.
I am gonna try to get out.
Please roll. 2 dice.
We have 2 dice left.
We
Oh,
have 2, and you know what? That's no problem.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say, because you're filled with passion, you can take this moment to roll your hope dice if you want.
Okay.
I don't think we got many
Um,
chances left, so why not?
Yeah.
Like,
But if
Well,
you do
I
that,
mean,
then
she's not in imminent peril. I'm trying to use that like Nikki is in danger, going to die. I want to do this.
Mm.
okay.
So I'm
So
gonna
just a
say not
regular
right
roll.
now.
Snake eyes.
Okay, wait. I would like to burn my virtue, which is rational. And I
Okay.
think trying to break free of our restraints in this moment
It's the rational.
is a rational thing to do. I haven't.
I would say that staying tied up is the not rational thing to do.
Yeah,
100%.
so
That is-
Yeah.
considering there's either one option, there are only 2 options of either being tied up or not being tied up. I would say
Yeah.
not being tied up is
I
the
would
more
say
rational.
I mean, I would
I
say
agree
that
with
that's
one.
pretty rational.
So I'm thinking that I'm good. I'm in the clear, actually.
Okay, you burn that virtue then.
They're both
Damn it!
fives.
Double fives! Damn it! I was really
Yeah,
hoping for
so
something
close.
good.
I know. I thought
Possible.
it was gonna be a 6.
It can't be possible. That rain could fall only when it's over my head. Oh my
Okay.
god.
Pitiful.
Not pitiful. Damn.
At least we didn't lose.
I'd like to see you do better.
That would have been both of our dice, right, Envy? If she
Yeah,
had
I will
relived,
do.
that would have been both of our dice. Because she got snake eyes, so that would have been both of our dice if she didn't
Yeah.
re-roll. Now
Yeah.
we have both because she got 5. So
Ye-
you failed, but we still have dice.
I fail.
No,
out.
but when you fail, the scene ends.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
We only
doesn't-
got one truth, and that's that we live in, but I don't know how much longer it's gonna last.
All right. Another candle goes out. Oh, sorry. You struggle and you strain, and for a moment you think you've almost broken free. But you are stuck tight. You look at Nikki as the beings begin to come back out, and they pull you inside.
Don't give up, Nikki. Don't give up. Keep fighting.
The candle goes out. These things are true. The world is dark.
And
We are alive.
we're alive.
You're alive.
Okay. In the final round, you no longer bet on anything but your own lives. If you fail any roll, all rolls are dire. You are dragged into the inner sanctum of some, like, eldritch chapel. You are brought down into some sort of containment cell. They take up Nikki. And as you're being pulled away, Nikki, do you say anything?
I love you.
No. Don't say that like you're giving up. Fight
She's-
them, Nikki!
She is dragged out of the room. Nikki, you are brought into some sort of sacrificial chamber. Is there anything you would like to do as they lay you down in a circle that is lined with sigils?
Are my hands free?
They are bound together, but your arms are free.
Okay. If I can make the roll for it, I would like to take myself out before giving them the satisfaction.
How
I
would
would
you
like to
go about doing that?
scamper. I would like to scamper to the whatever sacrificial instrument and slit my own throat, and with a smile on my face because they wouldn't have gotten to do it.
Okay. You can roll.
Okay.
And you can add your hope dice.
So that's just one dice, right?
One dice. And then a second one.
Listen, we've had a 100% success rate on the hope dice, so
Okay, let's. Can I burn stuff or no?
You can burn your brink if you've used everything else.
I have not used anything. I saw my vice, my virtue, and my brink left, and
Yeah,
I
okay.
survived my moment of hope. So I got stuff to burn.
Then yeah.
I'm gonna burn it. I'm gonna burn my vice.
Okay.
So my vice is that I'm inconsiderate, and yeah, I'm being inconsiderate of my sister. I am being completely self-serving in this moment. But I did say I love you, so.
Not good. You struggle to stand up. You do. And the beings whip you back down again and again as punishment with their long tentacled tendrils. And when the time comes, the instrument is used very painfully to score your body with sigils.
Is there anything? Envy my daughter. Is there anything I can do to intercede when I hear my sister's pain screams?
What would you like to do in this tight cell? I will say though, her roll did just fail. So, you know I want to. You know I want to. I'm gonna say, you could have done something as she was leaving. You can go ahead, try something.
Well, no, I don't want to backtrack. We're where we are. I'm accepting of us being where we are.
Okay. Well, as far as you know, maybe she's not dead.
see her as she goes.
Yeah, the sigils begin to kind of dig into your skin and almost pull, like gravitationally inwards as your skin feels to pull apart, and black tendrils begin to pour out of your mouth and your eyes as you are overtaken by the darkness.
Nikki!
Nikki, in this moment, what's going through your mind, and do you have any last words as you perish?
Last thoughts for Nikki are going to be that in the end, she was courageous. She stood up to these monsters till the end. And her final words will again be, I love you.
Thank you so much for playing with us, Callie. It was a joy and an honor. It was marvelous to have you. I hope you had fun, even though this game is sad. But yes, it was truly a joy.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being
Thanks
here.
for being here.
Great job.
Thank you for being my twin.
Thank you for being
Traveled
my
down
twin.
the road and died again. Sorry. The dark eye core
Oh, I
is
am so looking
pouring
forward
out
to
of
hearing
your mouth.
everyone's death messages.
I know, right? It's gonna be so cathartic. Goodbye,
I have to go,
Callie.
guys.
Thank you so much. You hear the tortured screams of your sister and the mangling of flesh come from upstairs. What would you like to do as you're bound in a cell?
I am going to keep fighting to get to my sister.
All right. You can make this a hope roll if you want.
I mean, yeah, I'm feeling pretty hopeful that I can get to it. Sure.
I'm sure she's fine.
I'm sure that those pain screams, that's nothing.
They're the monsters.
Yeah.
That's her
Yeah,
victory
she got him.
screech.
She got him.
That's her
Fighting
victory
them.
screech.
If you fail this, you will perish.
No worries, no problem. I'm good. It's just one die.
Just one die.
Okay, cool.
What if it was a 6? What if?
I mean, there was a chance. There's a chance it would have been a 6.
There was a
I'm
chance.
just thinking about that. Like, what if like every roll I have going forward is like 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6,
Oh
and
my
it's just like,
God.
Jesus, die already! Like, come on.
All right. You struggle against the door, banging, clanging, slashing, whatever you can do to break
Let me out! I got the hammer.
You don't have the hammer.
Somehow you have the hammer and you're banging on the prison gate, which alerts the monsters above. They hear your call, open the gate, and drag you up.
Where's my sister? Get off of me!
The face of Captain Briggs kind of morphs through the back of the head of this black, cloaked, shadowy figure. And he says, "You'll see her soon." And he goes back in.
Ugh, I'm trying to hit him.
As you throw the hammer, it bounces off of his tendril and lands on the stairs.
Let me go!
He lays you down.
Nikki! I start calling for her.
You see Nikki standing amongst the crowd.
Nikki!
She looks at you as her smile turns higher and higher and higher. Her eyes go black and begin to melt away into the shadowy visage of the monsters surrounding you.
No. No, where's my sister? What have you done with my sister?
They lay you in the sacrificial circle and begin to score you. As the ritual commences, the same thing occurs. You are overtaken by the darkness. And as you perish, are there any thoughts going through your head or any final words?
My final thoughts are probably as I'm feeling this excruciating pain, as my body is exploded to pieces.
Yes.
I'm so sad that Nikki went through this. Like, she experienced this pain and she died alone. I wasn't there with her. And if nothing else, if we were gonna die, I wish we would have done it together. I think I'm
She offered.
just, I mean, I know,
Sorry.
but anyway.
And he said, that one's on you. I mean, you had the chance.
No. It's all right. It's all right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Funny how like the two of you guys.
So sorry.
Uh,
Please go ahead. Go ahead.
So yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking about. Is that I like even I'm like thinking through my own pain to think about how, you know, if nothing else, I wish we could have done this together. Yeah, and I'm sort of thinking about the life that I didn't get to live because I, you know, died at 17.
Pretty awful. Well, thank you so much for playing this game with us. You are truly a marvel. Yay. Pyronaynia, you are the best. And if you enjoyed her, which I know you already did, you can see her every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. for our show, The Mark of Red Moon.
Yeah, don't be a square. Check it out.
Don't be a square. Get over there. But thank you so much again. Always love having you here.
You know, it was. I won't say it was a pleasure, but it was a spooky.
It was a spooky. Happy Halloween.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Good luck, Heather.
Good luck, Heather. Heather.
Oh. Hey. I'm sorry.
Heather. You are alone in the cell. You hear the screams and mottling of flesh from upstairs as the cold wind whips in through the outside bars. You do see the hammer laying on the stairs. Is there anything, any plans, anything you would like to do?
Yes, I want to attempt to... are my legs bound?
No.
Okay, I want to survey the room quickly. Is there any other exit, any other doors, a vent, or anything of that nature?
There are barred windows.
I attempt to squeeze through one of the windows.
All right. Please roll.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, that's a 2.
Oh,
That is a fail. Have you burnt through all your things?
I have not.
What do you have left over?
I still have...
Because if you still have a brink, you can use that.
I do. I know for a fact I still have my brain, and I think I still have my virtue.
If you have your virtue, then you can't use your brink, and because you didn't roll a 1, you cannot use that either.
No!
I know, I'm sorry.
No.
Well, the same thing occurs to you as well. You are brought up to the sacrificial ring as the last and final passenger of the SS Andorra. In the end, all of the crew and passengers' faces appear on the black blobs as they all begin to scream in harmony. And you black out. As you fall into a sea of darkness and perish, what are your final thoughts? Oh, also, among that crowd is your father. As you black out and perish, what are your final thoughts?
I feel overwhelmed with guilt. I blame myself for everything. I let my mom down. I could have just stayed with her. I let my dad down because I couldn't find him. I let Miranda down. I let Nikki down. I let the doctor down, and I let Aisha down. I blame myself for everyone's death. And in a moment of brief despair, I feel that my fate is deserved.
Thank you so much for playing with us, Ayyslin. It is such a pleasure. I love having you here. I hope to see you maybe for something less sad. But I hope you had fun nonetheless.
My pleasure. I had
Yeah.
a blast.
Oh my gosh. Well, happy Halloween, girly.
Happy Halloween.
Oh my god. Well, again, thank you. And I will see you soon.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye. The last candle goes out. These things are true. The world is dark. Thank you all so much for embarking on this journey with us, on the final journey of our wayward souls. I hope you have a spooky and fun Halloween, and watch out for dark, shaky, shady beings in the corners. You never know what lies beneath the surface. Until next time, I've been Enviiwylde, and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.
This is Professor Dr. Malcolm Fridge. I told my shrink that getting on this disease-ridden cesspool was a bad idea. If I don't make it back, know this. That the tiny, vile, disgusting microorganisms that pervade our life, our atmosphere, our ground, our air, will be the end of humanity, just as they were the end of me.
Father, I wanted to let you know that I do not regret any of the decisions that I've made up until this point. Well, I do regret how we left things. I'm now seeing that you might have just been doing what you thought was best. And I'm not too proud to admit that this world is a little more difficult than I thought it would be. I miss talking to you, and I love you. I hope that we talk soon.
Mommy, Daddy, if you find this, I'm gonna see you soon. I promise. I'll take care of everything.
I'm scared. I want to go home. I want to see my parents again. I want to tell them that I'm sorry. Because the last time I saw them, we was arguing about how we didn't want to be on no stupid cruise ship for our senior trip. Said I'd snap a Polaroid of Jaws if he tried to eat me. Wish I'd said I love you instead. Wish I could see the sun. Better yet, I wish we weren't finna die here. It's not fair. I'm not even 18, and now we might never be. The only consolation has been that she's here with me, but it's so terrifying too, because now I might lose her. And she might just lose me.
Mom? It's me. I'm so sorry I left. I never should have left home. Things went horribly wrong. I don't think I'm gonna make it home. Call my boss. His phone number should be on my desk. There's a life insurance policy under my name through my job. My whole life, I never had anyone, and we didn't have much towards the end. But we always had each other. You, Dad, and I always made sure we made the most out of everything. I'm going to miss you. I'm gonna miss your singing and your cooking. I feel so guilty. I love you. Please find a way to forgive me.